Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
And good evening, everybody in the West. Welcome to another episode of Proof of Comics. And it's good morning to everyone in Australia. Down under, how you doing? You're in for a treat tonight. We got another episode of Proof of Comics with my friend Wrangler. How you doing, Wrangler?
A whole lot of hola. I just made it back to the keyboard and picked up the microphone just in time because I left my coffee in the other room.
You can't be running out of hot coffee, man. It's like it's getting cold tonight. Everybody's freezing there.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's in the single digits yet, but it's going to get there.
I don't even know what that means. I live off the Celsius.
Okay, single digits would be in the negatives in Celsius.
Yes. Yeah, things freeze here at 0 Celsius.
Yeah,
so 0.
And that's 32 degrees here.
Okay.
So let's see. Right now I am looking at 12 degrees Fahrenheit. So
it's not even freezing?
So it's like no, it's below 32 degrees is freezing in Fahrenheit.
Oh, and you're at 12.
And we're at 12.
Okay, I think
so that's negative. That's negative numbers in Canadian.
And we align Celsius and Fahrenheit meet up at negative 40. That's the only thing I know. So it's good to know.
Well, let's hope they never meet.
Well, let's hope it's not going to happen for a while. Foo Man Blues in the chat. How you doing, Foo? Nice to see you. Welcome.
Yeah, he's here to see you draw more lines.
Yeah, apparently I haven't drawn enough lines yesterday, so I'm going to see how dark I can get this this board here. Now, the trick is I've been given a challenge. People say you cannot have too many speed lines. And I took that as a challenge.
Yeah, I made the mistake of asking him, is it possible to have too many speed lines? And he said, well, we're going to find out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think so. I think if you keep it balanced, generally I'm going to have white or gray areas around the middle part. And it gets dark where they meet towards there's like a circle of light here towards the perspective point.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to darken out all the edges. So just basically means add enough speed lines that there's no white areas where the lines meet up with the edge of the page.
Yeah, now on my monitor, it looks a little silver. So it looks like he's just going through like time and space.
Yeah, well, it's probably gonna play around with it's gonna have a moire effect as well. If I turn it, you see it's like giving you noise impressions. So yeah, my plan tonight is just to add small but a large amount of speed lines towards the edge of the page. I think everything else in the middle is got enough speed lines. I don't care what you people say. And once that's done, I'm just going to break out the calligraphy pen and start inking the character from there on.
And since we're on your show, let me get your artwork on in my panel there. There we go.
Let me mute the phone. Let's put on a little background music.
Play Freebird.
I don't have any of that. I got some cyberpunk. Let's try some cyberpunk and see how that goes.
Yeah, Fu says I thought they meant at 0. No, if it was 0 in Celsius is freezing, or 32 for us is freezing. And 100 degrees in Celsius is boiling, where 212 in Fahrenheit is boiling.
Well, that's the thing. You guys got so weird number junctions that make no sense. It's very simple in Celsius. 100, 0.
It is. I will fully admit yours is simpler, but since I grew up with Fahrenheit, I actually have a mental comprehension of what that is. If you throw numbers at me in Celsius, I have to stop and translate in my brain to that which I'm familiar with. Same thing with the metric system. I love that GIF. The guy with the guns and the American flag waving in the background. He's like, "What the F is a kilometer?" And he's just spraying bullets into the air. He's like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah. Fu Man Blue says,
line anxiety.
I would be too afraid of drawing too many lines. Line anxiety, if you will. Well, there's a new disease I could be suffering from. Maybe that's what's been going on. I can't sleep at night. I see too many speed lines.
Yep. Oh, and over in the Discord, on Otter's Discord, Luvaport just posted another Amelia animation he made. He's doing a bunch of them. It's awesome.
Oh, he's doing some?
Yeah. Let me see.
He's not British, right? He just speaks well.
Correct.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you remember, it was old Donald Duck cartoon, Donald's New Voice. The guy who voiced Donald when he took the voice pills sounds just like Luvaport when he talks. It was unreal, except that guy actually was British. But
he was a British trying to do an American accent, right? Donald?
Yeah. No, I think the guy who spoke for Donald in that one actually was British, where it was just funny how much Luvaport sounds like him. But yeah. Luvaport is American. He's not British. He just has a very good voice.
Maybe he's just a British spy pretending to be American. We'll have to grill him one of these days.
If he is, he's doing a good job of it. Let's see. Actually, instead of sharing the screen, I have the screen share there, but instead of doing that, hang on, I'm going to do something different.
Are you playing a game tonight?
No, I could, but let me see, window capture and OBS. That way I could just blow it up to what I want and not have all the other stuff around, all the other Discord stuff around it being shown.
Yeah, James is going to be coming around a little bit later. We're going to be looking at Frankenstein comic book adaptation. Yeah, comic book adaptation in black and white. Any interest in manga? Yes, a little bit. Very little, though. Big fan of Akira, but a lot of the modern manga stuff just goes over my head.
There we go. Is it showing?
Perfect American accent. Oh, yeah, I see you
hang
at the
on.
stage.
Boom. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the Amelia thing he made.
Those are killing it on Twitter right now. And you played Pathways yesterday, but I think it was an updated, patched version of Pathways. Hail, Rubber Cloud. That's right. Welcome, Rubber Cloud. Nice to see you here. One Punch Man goes over your head, Fred. I haven't read One Punch Man. It looks like a lot of fun. People say good things about it. Sounds pretty simple. But I haven't gotten around to it. I usually buy books for the art. And manga, there's a couple that have, like Akira. I have the whole freaking Akira. That's enough.
Oh, is it actually playing the music?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize. Usually when I'm sharing a screen, the audio is not coming through. Oh, because I'm sharing it off of one of my browser tabs.
Yeah.
Not off my video games.
No, it's all right, man. Let me know if you want to bring it up again.
Yeah. I'm actually searching out something else that Readout shared.
We'll bring it back up.
That you're going to want to see, and that I can just share off YouTube.
I recommend Kagurabachi, New Gen. All right, I'm going to write that down and check it out. Always looking for some good recommendation. So one book I really liked was Appleseed. I just loved. So the guy who did Appleseed is the one who drew Ghost in the Shell initially. And I just love the mechs, like the mech suits in that book. So I had bought one or two albums of theirs. Hold on, that's a complicated name to write. Bachi. Okay.
Yeah. Kagurabachi.
Sounds like an onomatopoeia. Kagurabachi. No, it actually doesn't.
It sounds like what Raiden shouted in the original Mortal Kombat when he went flying across the screen. Kagurabachi!
OPM One Punch Man is one of my favorite ongoing comics. Really? Yeah, I'd love to read some. I mean, the concept sounds hilarious. It's like the guy's overpowered.
Anyway, I got a screen share ready to go.
You got one?
It's an edited ending to the Pathways game.
Okay. Charlie. Charles. Hold on, let me just stop the music. Given name, originally diminutive of Charles. Evil ending. Meaning a free person or independent.
Despite the government's attempts at controlling Charlie, he kept choosing his human right to free speech and stood up for what he believed in. This was illegal. Although the police successfully arrested many natives for sharing memes on Twitter, there wasn't enough persecution, and so Charlie and his friend Amelia were able to speak. This was a major attack on democracy, which unfortunately led to the election of leaders who wanted to protect the indigenous and their culture. As a result of Charlie's actions, all the immigrants went home, and because of this, there was much less demand for housing, which naturally caused house prices to plummet. This unfortunately meant Charlie could afford to buy a house for himself.
Unfortunately.
A house that could have gone to 10 Somali men. Not only that, but with the huge amounts of migrants gone home, there was much less competition in the jobs market, meaning Charlie and all his friends found jobs that could have gone to migrants. Eventually, Charlie went on to marry Amelia. They had 4 children, all of which had white skin. This was clearly racist. Despite all this, Charlie was somehow happy. But at what cost? Millions of foreigners who came to the UK for free housing and social welfare now had to return home and work for a living. Crime rates mysteriously plummeted, which meant the prisons were virtually empty. This saved hundreds of millions of pounds. Money that could have gone to providing migrant grooming gangs with food and shelter during their stay in prison. Should I say a far-right bunch of Charlies?
Wow. Poetic. Poetic. Let's bring back cyberpunk here.
Yeah, that was by Dr. Foxatic. Dr. Foxatic, YouTube channel. So,
Nice.
hold on, let me drop the link to this in the chat.
Yeah, Amelia's been dominating the feeds for about a week now.
Yeah, a British government game villain became the world's waifu.
Yeah. You'd think she'd be an SJW with colored hair, but they just wrote her up as this.
I think she's like late 80s, early 90s color hair type.
Yeah. Well, if you do have like 1980s ideology, that makes you outright Nazi in today's
Right.
extremist left wing.
Well, think about it. Kennedy back in the 60s, he was center left, and if he espoused those policies today, he'd be called a far right nut job.
Yeah, I mean, even Obama would be a far right nut job. Like he's on tape promoting closed borders and
Yeah, he was called the deporter in chief.
yeah.
Clinton. Yeah, I think even Clinton said there should be a wall at the borders and stuff.
Yeah.
What Trump is doing is a lot of things that Clinton said he was going to do, but never did. And it's coming down to they never really wanted to do it, or it's not what he's doing, it's who's in power when it's being done. You know, it's my team versus your team rather than, hey, what's best for all of us.
Well, it's also that they're at this point in time where they're trying to bring a one world government through the UN. So, and they're also controlling electoral votes through immigration. So immigrants will
That's a big
want
one.
to. Yeah, they're scamming, as we've seen in Minneapolis, and the money's going to pay for like politicians like Tim Walz, who got the record of most money raised for a politician in one day. And
Wow.
Seeing what we know now, it's like,
How?
you got to wonder if it was him enabling all the scams and then sending the money back to him, right?
No, but seriously, how? I mean, that guy has the charisma of a wet rag. How could he raise money?
Well, he's the pro-immigration, what do you call them? Sanctity states or sanctum states? What's the term?
Sanctuary cities.
Sanctuary, yeah.
But a lot of people don't seem to realize what's going on as far as the electoral votes, like you mentioned. So, all the immigrants being in there, they get counted during the census, which means that's counted as part of the population, which gives us the congressmen from there, the representatives from there, a bigger electoral vote. So it is skewing the results.
Yeah, they get more seats, and add to that like a voting machine and like the scandal that might be unraveling through Venezuela now. We'll see how that.
Yeah, that one I honestly I should have seen that coming, but I didn't. Fu says I've seen clips of both Obama and Clinton talking about the illegals problem.
Yeah, I have two Fu Man Blue.
Yeah.
ICE is definitely going too far. I'm not against stricter immigration, but throwing out the illegals, I think they're doing a good job of that.
Yeah. When I was at work today, one of my supervisors came in. He looked at me and said, "You look like you're on a mission." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're wearing all black." And I glanced down. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing black pants, a black zip-up jacket, and a very utilitarian vest over top of that." And I just said, "Oh, that's because of my other job." He's like, "Other job? Where else do you work?" I said, "ICE." The looks I got from everybody in the warehouse when I said that, it was great. What's up, Whiteout? I forget her real name.
Oh, I thought she was in the chat. No, her real name is Molly, but
Oh yeah, how did I forget that? We had a conversation about that last week.
yeah, I don't think cats care much about their real name, to be fair. Yeah, she's just like, we're on stream. I'm gonna sit on your lap now. There's nothing you can do about it.
Actually, I should get a job at ICE. And I won't be an officer, but my job will be to go around and act like I am. So all the protesters come and start yelling at me while ICE is actually a couple blocks away doing their actual job. That would be fun.
I've heard that ICE is
actually no. I'll probably get run over.
ICE agents are like the #1 fantasy on AI fantasy apps now. Apparently,
yeah, that is so. I was so shocked to see that. Like, they're making romantasy stories with ICE, with ICE agents or something. It's so weird.
Strange world we live in.
Yeah. Rubber Cloud, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they actually don't want to be arresting the people who live here, but when they jump in the middle of a law enforcement operation and interfere, they're kind of obligated to do so at that point. It's kind of part of their job description.
Yeah,
I went on a ride along once. I was actually thinking of pursuing a career in law enforcement. And after the ride along, I'm like, yeah, no, never mind.
Was it rough?
No, but perhaps he was a little cynical, but he was like, he said, look, why do you want to be a cop? And don't say helping people, because when I got this job, that's what I thought. I was going to come in here and I was going to help people. Do you know what 90% of my job is? Hassling people. You got someone going back and forth to work, barely making ends meet, and I'm going to have to pull them over for something, give them a $300 ticket. Would you feel good about that? I was like, oh, no. He goes, I don't either. So unless you can make peace with that, you probably don't want to do this job. And I kind of had to agree with him.
Uh-huh. Sounds like he was giving you some truth. Hard facts. Tough love.
Yeah. In fact, we did go on a call that day where we actually did help somebody. And he said, honestly, that's rare. Most of what it is just hassling people who are already having a tough time trying to get their life together. And it's he wasn't feeling good about the job in his guts, let's say that.
Yeah. Say those things, I can believe you. Chat's going away on the ICE topic.
Yeah. Yeah, protesting is like, that's something you go do outside a town hall. It's not something you do at an active operation. That's called interference, and that is very illegal. You can't just go up to an operation in progress and protest. There are proper channels, and we do have things where, like, for example, you organize a protest. If you really want to be heard, you do things like block traffic for a little bit, and blocking traffic is illegal. But they come, they arrest you, give you a slap on the wrist, let you go. You gotten the attention, you made your point, and that, that's kind of like where that's right on the line, and what as polite society we've agreed on. Going and jumping into the middle of an operation where the majority of the country voted to have this done, that's not good. And plus, these are not crowd control officers that they're dealing with. These are folks going to take down people who are here who are part of cartels and some really nasty operations. They got to go deal with that. So they are armed with real guns, not pepper spray and rubber bullets. They're armed with real things. So when you go interfere with that, that's not.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
now
the
we've
greatest thing in the world to do.
we're also seeing like these groups of civilians actually stopping people on the
Regular
road now
people.
and doing like they're becoming the police themselves. Like you're checking people's ideology, their opinion of ICE before letting them go on the road. People are being threatened and on the street, being forced to, testify to their opinion on ICE before they're being let go. Some people are violently attacked by mobs to the point of bleeding on the head.
Yeah, a couple of dudes were just getting lunch at a cafe, and some folks thought that they were ICE and went and started giving the whole bunch of heckling. It turned out there were a couple of software engineers just having lunch, and people looked at them and thought they looked like they might be ICE, so they kind of got heckled by a crowd. It's they have nothing to do with it.
No one's being bothered while they're recording. It's people who are blocking the streets.
Yeah, Sheldon said, what is considered interference, though? Interference would be like when an operation is going on, they are on their way to make arrests, and a bunch of protesters block them from trying to get their vehicles in where they need them to be. And just, they want to protest, fine. They got something to say, they disagree with it, fine, by all means, please speak your mind, but do it in the manners that we're supposed to. Organize something in front of the town hall, stuff like that. You don't go running into an active operation going on when they're trying to make arrests and stuff. That's a good way to get bad stuff to happen. And unfortunately, I hate pointing to this because it sucks that it happened. We all know about that lady that got shot last week when with the whole vehicle incident. I wish that hadn't happened. It sucks that it happened, but she put herself in there where she didn't belong, and she actually did hit one of those ICE cops with her car. He suffered internal bleeding, and people think this is a valid conversation, saying he went over the line shooting her. It was a legal shooting, but it may have been a little overboard. But what was it? Was it you, Frederic, that told me he had gotten dragged by a vehicle like a little while back?
No, that was somebody else who mentioned it, but I heard of that fact as well.
Yeah. So it's like
it was 6 months prior. He was like dragged. I think it was Raven. He was dragged like distance got over 30 stitches. So he had been through that prior.
Yeah, but little Timmy was hit and suffered internal bleeding before he pulled that trigger. I mean, they didn't know he was suffering internal bleeding already, but he was hit before he pulled that trigger, and he was almost killed by an incident similar to that 6 months prior. So, do I think he might have been a little too quick on the trigger finger? Yeah,
a car is a weapon.
I've never been in that situation, so I can't really speak to it.
If you speed towards somebody with your vehicle, your car is a weapon in that circumstance. And if you're accelerating towards a cop, he has the right to defend himself.
And Rubber Cloud does clarify, he's not swearing at us. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's good.
We're cool, man. No problem.
We're having dialogue here.
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, there's like three different views of the video. Like you can have, make sure you watch all the video.
Yeah.
You'll see there's one, when you look at his own body cam, you see first of all, you see the lady who's her lesbian wife or something. She totally tells her to drive, baby, drive.
Yep.
On the other cam from the back, you see the wheel is spinning. She's accelerating. And from the guy's body cam, you see the car, you hear the car thump into him right before he opens fire. Like, it's clear she's driving into him from all those perspectives.
Yeah, and then the or I guess they're calling her wife, but they weren't actually married. But she was shouting, "No! Why are you using real bullets? Because these people are used to crowd control police, not actual people on a mission."
The police have told her 3 times to stop and get out of the car. Like, you can't step on the gas when the police are telling you to get out of the car. It's just, it's not how it works.
Now, when Fu says justified means it was a legal shooting. He did follow procedure. Do I think it needed to happen that way? I would like to say no, but it's easy for me to sit here and Monday morning quarterback. I'm not standing there next to the vehicle that's almost running me over. So I really can't speak to that. I would have loved it if we didn't have to have this conversation at all. I hate the fact that she's gone. That's horrific. But let's just understand, when there's an active operation where people are being arrested, please, I don't care how much you disagree with it, don't go and jump in the middle of it. There are other channels to go through that don't get you killed. I don't want to see anyone else end up in this situation on either side. Human life is valuable, and I hate seeing people go down, especially when it didn't need to be that way.
Hail, Patrick.
What's up, Patrick?
Welcome to the show. Nice to see you, man. I hope you're healing up good after the operation. You could say it wasn't a good decision. Yeah.
We need the clip from the old guy in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He chose poorly. But I don't know. It too soon. It's just like I'm trying to add some levity, but it don't feel right, you know?
Yeah. No, it's not a comfortable situation. Fu Man Blue says, I sure as hell wouldn't have done that, but I wouldn't have stood in front of the damn car either.
Yep. I can't disagree. I really wish we didn't have to have these conversations, but it is what it is, you know, and I'm just glad I don't live there right now. Between that and the cold.
Well, yeah,
I know I'm in New England. It's cold already, but I think they tend to have longer cold snaps over there.
I can't even answer that confidently, being in Canada. I wonder if Minneapolis is better or worse now. I gotta ask myself. I just don't know. Gotta consider it.
Where's Amelia when you need her?
Well, she is always in my heart. I'll tell you that.
I can't wait for the songs to be made. You know how there's all these songs that are just named after the title of the song is a girl's name? This is going to be the next one. I'm sure there's going to be a song out there, just Amelia, and it's going to be about this this chick that from a UK video game.
I'm sure someone's working on it as we speak.
There's probably a bunch of someone's out there working on a bunch of different ones. We're gonna see like 10 songs come out, all called Amelia.
Yeah, I mean, all the new babies will be called Amelia. All right, let me see if I can fit in another speed line over here. It's getting saturated. But I think I can add another here or here. There we go. Pretty confident that I can finish it tonight. At least the speed lines part.
Yeah. Now these are being done as ink, not pencil, right?
Yeah, no, these are all inks.
Okay, good, because I hate to see you have to go through and try and ink over all of these again.
No, dude, I already penciled. Them, and I scanned the pencils just to get a good file of it. Fu Man Blue says no new lines. Well, I'm adding new lines in the inking phase, but it's mostly towards the sides to make sure that all the periphery is completely dark. That's going to give a nice kind of tunnel effect. I'm willing to bet and I think it's going to look great. It's
It already does, dude.
when it was all in pencil, it looked like a lot brighter. When you add the inks just like overwhelm all of the page and turn it much darker. So it's a nice effect.
Graphite versus ink is quite significant.
Yeah, and the width of the line also changes. It's a fun process. I've never gone this crazy with speed lines, so it was nice to. Especially in art, I want to try a lot of things. It's fun to experiment, and having never pushed it this far, I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be. We're going to see how far we can go with the speed lines.
Do you ever think you'll match this many speed lines again on a picture, or probably not?
I mean, the fact that I'm going all in with it, probably not, because they're all very slim and condensed, and I'm going to the point of having them side by side on the extremities. So I don't think it's possible to do more than this. So every other attempt is going to be somewhere in between.
So have you come to a conclusion to that question yet, Frederic?
Too many speed lines? I don't think there can be. I think it just gives you a kind of inverted. So it makes the scene appear dark instead of bright, right? So it just, if you go towards too many, the only way you could do too many speed lines is if the new speed lines are erase all trace of the previous speed lines, right?
Right.
So if it goes full black and you no longer see any speed lines because there's no white to contrast it off of, at that point, you've done too many speed lines because you reduced the number of speed lines.
And the lightning filaments were an awesome choice.
Well, that came about because I realized if I just do a background of speed lines, speed lines are cool, but it's pretty boring. So I figured, and I like the idea, the association came in my head. Wow, he's going lightning fast, and then I was like, ooh, lightning. Let's have some threat of lightning in the background. And I just kind of went in and did this design.
All right, now you got to find an excuse in the story to make that a splash page in the middle of your book.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to force it to be a page. No, this is definitely not in the second book because it's impossible for this to happen within the story of the second book.
Gotcha.
And you'll find out why. Oh, DoorDash just arrived. Hello, James.
Hey ho.
You're a little low on volume.
Am I? All right, give me a second. All right, that should be a bit better right there.
Much better.
There we go. How's everyone doing today, man?
Good. How you
doing?
I'm good. Struggling to survive out there. Went down to the comic book shop. Guy tried to take a bite out of me, so I ran out with my comics before he could. And I got here in time for the show. Yeah, I survived.
Did you get a good stash of comics this time around?
Oh yeah. I got a handful came in the mail. There's still some in the mail. I found a few on Amazon that I found that were independently published that I was reading, that were cheaper to buy a brand new graphic novel than it was to just buy the 3 separate issues I was missing from the series.
Oh yeah, because the issues are collectors now, so you might as well get the reprint. Yeah.
Exactly. So I got that because the story is good. We may be checking that out later on.
Wait, you got good stories now?
Yeah. Well, the last 2 I've read have been good. Like, you shotgun it, get all these stories, and then the ones that are good, you just continue reading. The ones that are bad, you just drop.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's been a great time, and I got the comic book cam up and running.
Sweet.
Now there is one question that I do have to ask.
You have to.
Yeah. Do you
compelled.
have mustard?
No mustard, I am afraid. No, what we have is a specialty fry sauce.
Fry sauce.
Yeah. It's mostly cartilage.
Cartilage.
Well, I'm trying to understand Sheldon's question here. He asks, "You gonna get that Florida cocaine hippopotamus massacre from Mad Cave?"
Oh yeah, that's a comic that I saw. It looks interesting. I will check out issue number 1. It completely slipped my mind.
Wait, is that a real title? Florida
That is
Cocaine
a-
Hippopotamus Massacre?
Yeah, that's the real title. I didn't pick it up, but I saw it. I'll have to pick it up. Probably in like 2 weeks' time. I want to wait for the month to finish.
Oh, it's coming out in 2 weeks.
There you go. It was a pre-order. That's probably why they didn't pick it up.
Oh.
Because they got a lot of pre-orders up, and
Short
they got a lot of
Bus.
single issues, and you
Short
can go
Bus is
online.
here. Hey,
Yeah.
Bat Sauce, how's that comic coming along, man?
Hello,
doing-
Judge Bat Sauce.
You doing some good writing? Hope it's going along well. Writing is fun.
That's there it is. You asked what kind, if I had mustard, and I have bat sauce.
Bat Sauce.
Yeah, it's like a good squeeze of bat sauce. It never goes bad. I don't
Oh
know
man,
what's up
that
with
sounds
but-
terrible.
It does.
Sheldon
Yeah.
says the artist is a Canadian, James Edward Clark.
Clark. That's a strong.
I
name.
wonder if we could possibly get that guy on here to talk to. Just the title of his comic makes me want to interview him.
I don't know, man. People who
James
have middle
Edward
names are
Clark.
usually serial killers or comic book artists.
Well, he's a comic book artist.
Both things can be true.
Well, actually, I think if you're busy drawing comic books, it prevents you from going out killing people. And that's the good thing
Yeah.
about comics.
Is that how it works? That actually
think so.
reminds me of a meme I saw about authors where it says people who read books, and it shows like a guy wearing a tie, a girl with a beret on, somebody smoking a pipe. People who write books, a guy with messy hair, a girl with messy makeup right there, another dude with a cigarette in one hand shaking and coffee in the other.
Yeah.
That one's me. I got the cigarette in one hand, coffee in the other.
Coffee in the other.
Yeah.
Right?
What here?
No hands on the wheel.
Oh, that's what my knees are for. Now, here's one thing I've noticed a pattern long ago, and I still don't get it, even though I'm an author myself, and I still don't understand why do so many authors have all their middle initials everywhere.
It's marketing.
Yeah, I guess it sounds cool. It kind of puts punctuation.
I mean, I don't know for every author. I know that J.K. Rowling was asked to use her initials to
Yeah.
hide the fact that she was a woman.
J.K.
Which
Rowling.
makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Well, the publishers came to the conclusion that her main readers were going to be young men, and they jumped to the conclusion that they would be turned off by a woman author. True story.
What a world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. What a
Right.
world. Oh, that series I was also reading, the retro-looking one,
Yes.
Morning Star. I have
Yeah.
I have all the issues, and I have completed it.
You've read it all?
I've read it all.
Yeah,
I've
that one
read
looks
it all.
like a kind of a David Lynch kind of story. It's very
Kind of, yeah.
auteur.
Yeah, it needs at least another 2, maybe 3 issues to really flesh out what's going on.
Really.
Because through each of them, it kind of holds you hanging until the last issue.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're either gonna like the ending, or you're not, and you might see it coming. It's quite abrupt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Let me know when you're ready to set up the book cam, and we'll put you on the spot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no hurry. Take your time,
All right. Thank you.
but get to it. I'm just
I mean, who's gonna?
no, we're
tell
just
him?
chilling here tonight. I mean, I'm drawing speed lines until the end of time, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, this is the effect that was going for. You starting to see it on this side and at the bottom here. There's almost no quote-unquote white lines that are going to be touching the sides. It's going to be up in total darkness, so it's going to look like a blast of light behind the character with the lightning and all that. Hopefully, it's going to be an interesting effect. More interesting, I think, when the colors are going to come in.
Hopefully. How often does an author say that when drawing?
I don't know.
At least once.
At least once.
At least once that one time. Back in Nam.
Back in Nam. Dude, speaking of Nam, okay, you mentioned it now. Dude, we just talked about J.K. Rowling, and now we're talking about Vietnam, so I'm forced to bring in this little video I stumbled upon before. This is one of these AI creations, but it's Harry Potter set in Vietnam.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, this has got to be good.
It's about 3 minutes.
Talk it to me.
It's about 3 minutes long, so it's going to give us time to... Yeah, it's going to give James some time to set up the cam and have his coffee.
I set up the cam before the thing, but yeah.
Share screen, yeah? Here we go.
Shoot.
How's this? Okay, pretty good. All right, let me pause it, bring it here. I don't have to narrate everything I'm doing. What am I doing?
Trying to avoid dead air. That's what we put background music for.
Or I'm starting to be an author, so maybe that's rubbing off on me.
Or those guys just talk to themselves. It's my dog in the background.
His cursor was going over the button and he clicked it. Yeah. And he was scrolling around the interface, just searching for the
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. So this is Harry Potter Vietnam, kind of like what's the Apocalypse Now style.
Oh, okay.
So here it goes. Yeah, I think it restarts a couple of times in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes, but for some reason, like, it loops a couple of times.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's bad editing.
Sergeant Hagrid kicked the door, draft in his hand, said, "You're a G.I. Harry, do you understand?" No one's in his kit, just an M16, with orders to find Voldemort deep in the green. Ron's waiting in the gunboat, staring at the shore, thinking of Hogwarts he'll see no more. Hermione in costume, singing through the noise, a fever dream flown in to calm the boys. No magic in the jungle, just shadows and smoke. The heat's a curse, the gunshots choke. Out here in Nam, where men lose their minds, Harry's hunting a ghost through the vines. Dumbledore with the sun in his hair loves the smell of napalm in the morning air. He turns to Longbottom, voice worn and dry. "Take the broomstick, Charlie, don't fly." Snape watching Harry as the tree lines burn, saying hope is a habit you will soon unlearn. Back on the river with nowhere to run, Harry and the darkness becoming one. No magic in the jungle, just shadows and smoke. The heat's a curse, the gunshots choke. Out here in Nam, where men lose their minds, Harry's hunting a ghost through the vines.
For a second, I thought it was Dobie.
The boat drifts past outposts rotting in rain. Nothing ahead but the echo of pain. The whispers say Colonel Voldemort's gone insane. Deep in Cambodia, he carved his domain. Scared Potter Malfoy's asking half dead as bullets stitch the air overhead. The jungle takes what made you care. Harry's got 1,000-yard stare. They say no war ever really ends. It just waits for the next young men. Harry found Voldemort, didn't say a word. 2 soldiers stared till the shots were heard.
Mama, I killed him, man. Nah.
No magic in the jungle, just shadows and smoke. The heat's a curse, the gunshots choke. Out here in Nam, where men lose their minds, Harry's hunting a ghost through the vines. No sorting hat for the lost and damned, just the river swallowing all it can. Harry vanished in the endless black into the heart of darkness with no way back.
Sorry, Harry. Sorry. What happened to the owl?
Good question.
You know what they should have done?
His Patronum.
Harry Potter if it was directed by John Woo.
Oh.
You could do all the
Walking
Potter
slowly
variations.
through a graveyard, and then some white doves fly by, slow motion. And then someone pulls out a wand, he pulls out a wand, they shoot it, and it hits like a brick and just explodes. Harry jumps forward through the air.
That'd be awesome.
Got to take a break real quick. You two
Lands on the
talk.
top of a trolley.
I'll be back in a sec.
Starts shooting his wand as he's flying by.
Actually, imagine if J.J. Abrams directed Harry Potter. The lens flares off the magic spells would be breathtaking.
Well, early J.J. Abrams, you know. J.J. Abrams, you'd never get the Hogwarts. Hogwarts is the concept, man. You can't open the box. Mystery box. You don't let people know what's in the box. Jack in the box. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Quentin Tarantino version of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter sitting there in the table around his friends. The nerdiest one of them, who's also like one of the first to die, he's just going off on a tangent about something in the movie that doesn't make sense. Just borrow a bunch of scenes from different or turn Harry Potter into Reservoir Dogs. Who'd be the one that would be Mr. Brown that gets shot behind the wheel, the getaway man?
The janitor.
Oh gosh. He'd be in on it. I think it'd be one of the kids, like a part of the crew. He's all of them.
The twins.
What would
the twins' roles be?
I don't know.
All right, I'm back.
He's back. Maybe that'd be some of the cops.
There we go.
Oh, we're here. Look at me.
Morning
look at my screen.
Star and Frankenstein.
That is right. 2 separate titles that we will be checking out today. Morning Star is one that we covered last week that I found quite interesting, and I decided to get a few more issues because Morning Star.
It was your best story so far.
It was my best story. It was very intriguing all the way through. The artwork's fantastic. I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't enjoy is the fake stains, which you might be able to see one up here.
Oh, are you sure they're fake? They're not your stains?
Yeah, right here. See, right, there's little stains there.
Yeah.
Fake stains. They come with the book. Not sure why. That's kind of weird, but they do. The artwork, I like it. The writing is decent. It left me on quite the cliffhanger on the way through. Also, I can dig the paneling. All of it has a very Stranger Things vibe all the way through. And it left me on a cliffhanger showing some very supernatural stuff as this family who went to go mourn their fallen father go into one of those old fire lookouts. And that's sort of like where High Strangeness begins. This is the second issue. I'm going to show off the covers here because the covers are actually really well done. I enjoy the covers. Each of them look like a movie poster unto
That's what I was going to
themselves.
say. They look more like movie posters than
Yeah.
comic book covers.
These are the kind of covers where you get the set and you display them on the wall because they look fantastic. I enjoy them immensely, but every issue kind of felt like it was missing a couple pages. I hate to say, though, you always get a great money shot like this. The writing overall is pretty decent. A little on the
Colors are hot.
nose. Yes, a lot of hot colors, very warm throughout the entire series. They I like kind of what they do with the hard colors. You know, everything, there's not really any blending going on or
Yeah,
at
the
all.
flat
Yeah, very
coloring, yeah.
flat colors. I really enjoy it a lot. Story wise is decent, definitely revolves around the family. One or two things makes me think that the person who wrote this hasn't really been in the forest, but you can kind of overlook that because a lot of people probably wouldn't pick up on minor details.
What gave it away, just to be curious?
A moose character comes across a moose, and this is often a thing for people who don't know about moose because they look so friendly. They're not friendly. They're very
I wouldn't go
hostile
near one.
creatures towards man. They kill a lot of people every year. An avid outdoors person would not just flagrantly approach a moose. And if
Oh,
they
dear
saw a
Lord,
moose,
you don't approach a moose. God, no.
there's a lot of that. There's some of that. It's not in this issue, but it's in the next one. It's actually a really lovely shot here. There's almost like pop art-esque. The paneling is actually pretty decent throughout all of it. It's kind of chunky, but everything kind of blends together in this style. And I enjoy the style, but at the same time, I feel like there's just not enough panels per page, or you need to add a few more pages to really just flesh out that story. This is actually one of the lovely things that they often do with their colors is they like to contrast them. And right here, things start getting crazy. And they start bringing in the colors. It's either this issue or issue number 3. Pretty hardcore. Yeah, this is towards the end. The big surprise is a deer stands up on his 2 feet. Once again, leaving you thinking, WTF's going on? And that continues throughout every issue you don't until the final issue. This is another lovely cover. Every single
kind of
one.
dreamlike quality as well.
There is. And it continues throughout the comic, including the art. I would actually like if I saw any of these covers. Let's show off one. Let's show off all the covers really quickly. Look at that one. This is issue number 4 right here. This one was issue.
There's a
number
mood
3.
to it. There's the
exactly.
You can really feel the mood.
Exactly. This is the final issue. Final issue number 5 right here.
Yeah.
All of them are actually very beautiful, though.
It makes me think of Charlie's style, like Saboteur Comics. That's kind of
I'd have to check
his style. Yeah,
check it out.
He's working on a horror story. Well, he finished the first book. He's doing the lettering stuff.
Yeah.
And he's hesitating if he's going to go straight into selling it straight away or if he's going to do a second book before he markets the first.
I'll have to take a look then, see what his first book looks like. Because I dig mystery. I dig horror, particularly horror that's more on the supernatural and blends it in eerily, slowly, messes with the character's mind. Because there's a lot I run into where it's like, it's a comic book. We got to split people in half, which obviously there's room for that. But I like, it would be nice to have more of that go beyond that, at least from my sphere of exposure within comics. And this one, once again, has another beautiful, very supernatural sequence here, which is where the comic, I think this is one of its strengths, is in its style. And
hold on, before you turn the page, go back real quick. I love the fact that you got a double page spread with the bottom panel, but you still have the top 3 panels on the page on the left.
Panels,
it's got an interesting, it's an interesting reading style. You're like reading a page, and the bottom of page on the left is like its own panel. That's double page spread with the page on the right. That's something unique about the reading on these 2 pages.
Is that a demon lumberjack?
it's an inflamed man, that's for sure. That sort of goes into the psychological aspects as well. This one I also like where you kind of got this borderless panel at the top and just using the negative space and just filling in the center to sort of convey emptiness, which this character is feeling at this time. I think it's really freaking great.
Slows down time also. Like open panels kind of have
Exactly.
a strange way to affect the timing.
This is where the panels start getting a bit more messier, kind of going into this disillusioned states with the characters. Things start getting darker. Particularly on, I want to find these particular pages where things really start getting crazy with the art. Right here, where the background really started. You get this really blurry background and this visage of a man. This one, I'd say, is strong in style, but story-wise, this is where I hit a road bump. I just remember this particular one. This character has a gun. This female character has a gun, and this character ends up taking the gun, and we end up getting this scene here that's a little hard to see, but it's probably what I'd say a sin against comic books. If I've seen one, let's see if you can kind of see it right here where my hand is. I'm trying to pull this upwards right there. Do you see that? This one?
It's a little blurry, but it's focusing.
Yeah.
Is it the gun is too small?
No, the gun is supposed to be sort of disintegrating in his hand. But the thing is, it took me like 5 or 6 minutes to figure out what the hell's happening, because that's not what that panel looks like.
Yeah.
That panel looks weird. I can't really even tell that those are hands. That's like some weird blurry stuff. So that one I'd say is a sin against comics, because the viewer, the reader cannot understand what the hell's
What's
happening
going
there.
on in the panel.
I actually have to look towards the alternate panels in context to figure it out. And obviously, there's a multitude of ways you can show a gun disintegrating, preferably probably with like multiple panels next to each other. Showing the gun,
with three panels showing the state of disintegration.
Exactly. So that's sort of like some of the issues I have is there's not enough panels in some cases to fully tell the story they're trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, even now on issue 3, this is sort of mixing in a right here. This is a what do you call it? A flashback, a relational flashback, which I think works pretty well. I like the colors. Everything's are muted.
That's what I was going to say. Things are more muted,
gray,
but almost gray to the point of black and white.
Except the only one that's fully in color is our character having a flashback.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was noticing that.
That's a good
is
touch.
beautiful. That's beautiful. The one having the flashback.
Yeah.
Now at the bottom, she's fully back in color, but it looks like the background itself is still partially muted. Is that conveying her snapping out of it? She's like, I believe, fully back to. Because
when she goes here, we go on to our next sequence. Something big happens here, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who reads it. But then we get sort of the more of groovy art, almost like acid art style coming through with the much more messier colors here. We kind of bring this up to get rid of that glare there.
It's pretty intense.
I also love kind of what they do with the word bubbles to convey sort of this ghostly, ethereal speaking, where it's broken off, and it's not only kind of squiggly as you'd often see, but they're broken off into several bubbles around them.
Are those children? They seem very small compared to her.
Yes, they are all children. She's looking for her son at this point, and now she's seen multiples of him.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this is really when it starts getting groovy. Like you really start seeing them.
Oh, now he's playing with the colors a whole lot more.
Yes.
His fingers are disintegrating.
His fingers are disintegrating, conveying this sort of psychedelic, mental, or even like reality shift between the character. And I love how they just convey her as a white silhouette in the midst of all this
negative space. She's not
exactly.
She was cut. Somebody cut her out of the panel. She's
exactly
very dirty though. I don't know how I feel about the character.
That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing. It does get a little messy. I forgot to mention that, but in most art panels, it does get a little messy.
It's usually super clean.
Yeah, because if you look around here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some yellows extruding the character here. And that's something that starts to happen around issue 2. I completely forgot about it because this was like supposed to be a background thing. Just mention it real quick, but that's something like because you see that in old school comic books where the colors, you can see they kind of did it rapidly to get them done. Maybe like you'd see it in 1990s Topps
I
comics.
honestly thought that was being done deliberately as a way to convey the mood or the energy of the scene.
I mean, I'm sure it does pull that because it's very, it's very mood oriented. It's very much thematic, but a lot of it is also there just to sort of mimic that. I mean, this is a comic book that has fake stains on it. You got to keep that in mind. So that starts showing up around issue 2, at least for me, noticing it, where some of the colors just kind of, this is actually a real freaking legit scene, actually. Shows you how crazy it starts getting towards the end. But some of the colors on early on in between, say, issue 2 to 3, you get some of that where the color goes beyond the lines, and I believe that's just to mimic that old school feel, but still pull from it. There's another great shot right here, shows use of negative space and paneling as well.
Yeah, there's an old printing effect that the certain colors would not be aligned necessarily with black and white inks. So I think that's what you're saying, that he's mimicking.
Yeah. Well, right here you can kind of see it as well, where her hair color escapes the panel. Bring it up more here.
Yeah.
Kind of escapes the line.
Yeah.
But frankly, there's not much art-wise that I don't like about this book.
It seems very strong. Like, aside from that panel that didn't work, like everything else that he's doing seems to be very controlled, very strong.
It is. It is. It's very psychedelic. They bring in the colors.
Yeah, and walking up to the moose, it doesn't seem that it's something normal either. The way it's portrayed here, it looks like a nightmarish thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
nothing about this is real.
The only thing I'd say is her reaction, because she just thinks it's a moose at that point. Like, oh, it's a moose. That's kind of her reaction. Like, no, you should be a little bit more afraid if you're an outdoorsy person, even if you don't, even if it's an ethereal-based moose, you'd still be probably a little freaked out. But that's just like small things. I'd say overall, I'd grade this. This is my grading system. I came up with it the other day for absolute accuracy. This includes writing, artwork, material, everything in between. It is between negative 100,000 and $1 million. This comic book, I would say overall, I've enjoyed it. Story-wise, it kind of ends abruptly, though the art is fantastic, and I found myself flipping through multiple times. This being the last issue, has some of the most psychedelic art of it all, and I've really enjoyed it. Story abruptly ends. I don't really like where it ends, and it also feels like it's missing a few panels. Once again, I had to stop and sort of think. This is a beautiful piece right here. I had to stop and think, what's going on here? How did this exactly end? What's happening? And I still don't 100% understand, if I'm being honest with you. And I read through it twice. Beautiful book. Don't understand, which is why the most that I could give this is 600,084.5. So this is a 600,084.5 comic book. I've enjoyed the paneling. This is freaking beautiful right here, just looking at it.
To be fair, we really need to understand the book to appreciate it, because like no one ever understands a David Lynch film.
I'd say you kind of do, because it's the way this particular issue starts off with is kind of like, hey, this is what's going on. These are the answers to your questions. And at the end, it ends with well, the journey can continue if we do this and that sort of aspect, where the family comes together. I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to spoil the end pages and shit. It ends with a panel that essentially suggests that you know what's going on. Overall, 600,085.5. I would read through this again, if not just for the art. for particular sequences, for things that just take my breath away, as comic books should do, because they are an art form. So this is not a bad comic, but it could be a great comic, but it didn't get there yet. So that's my little review of that one. I think.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's worth picking up just to flip through the pages. Beautiful beyond beautiful. Small nitpicks here and there. Nothing that ruins the book.
Definitely seems to be things to learn from browsing that
Exactly.
book. Yeah.
Exactly. And as to not take too much time, let's go ahead and dig into Frankenstein a little.
Yeah. We talked
Yes.
about this last week. I was looking
Absolutely.
forward to it. I've got it on my wish list on Amazon. Unfortunately, the price went up.
Oh no, it was on sale when I found it.
Yeah, it was on sale for $32 Canadian.
Mhm.
And it kind of went back up to 39, but I'll keep it on my wish list. And if you give it a good review, I might pick it up if it ever drops.
This is a good review. I enjoyed a majority of what I've read. I didn't go through the entire thing because this is a chunky book. I think it nears 200 pages, if I remember. It is a captivating freaking book. Okay, just staring at this in the front, you're probably captivated by the excellent placement of characters, the detail and background.
Just Frankenstein's face in
Exactly.
itself with the lighting is captivating in itself.
Exactly. And everything about it, I pretty much love, except for one small detail we'll get into.
Okay.
Now, this is considered a accurate adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It gives us a little historic information here, which I always love. Sort of,
which we always appreciate. And you're a big fan of
use.
Frankenstein. Like, this is one
Absolutely.
of your
one of my favorite horror novels, stories of all time. This one was produced by Legendary Comics, which does a lot of like Hollywood-based comic books and things of that nature. You can find a lot of licensed stuff.
Yeah, and you were
from
mentioning
Legendary
this
Comics
last week as well, that this was done in association with the right holders, right?
Exactly. This has this lists Mary Shelley is basically one of the authors, but of course there is an adaptation going on. They do take direct text from the Frankenstein novel, place it in here. They also have the Karloff family is backing this one up because they have what's his name? Yes, they got Karloff's likeness for Frankenstein because he portrayed Frankenstein. And right off the back, there is a little issue of adaptation, and that is that there's this huge chunk that's missing that comes right before this portion, but this portion is very much in the book, and a lot of this text is taken from the book, but there's also a lot of text left out. And one thing I do appreciate is there's a lot of expanding on smaller text that makes for great reading and
it's kind of necessary when you're doing an adaptation.
Exactly. It is an adaptation. And what you miss out on the front, and it isn't 100% necessary for the story, it's essentially a letter being written. You miss about 2 or 3 letters being written. And this does start off with one of the final letters being written of Victor Frankenstein, essentially going after the Frankenstein monster, hunting him down. This is actually a captain who picks up Victor Frankenstein, and you get a little background history of this captain, but his character primarily is just a listener to the overall Frankenstein tale. He ends up picking up Victor Frankenstein, and it plays through extremely well and accurate to the actual book, which I was listening to.
Victor Frankenstein, which is the doctor, right?
Exactly. He picks him up because he's in the middle of the Arctic, and then they initially see a gigantic man on a sled out in the middle of the Arctic, and then they see him the other day. And in the book, there's just this one line about how they see the man on the sled again. We see him on the sled again, out there in the cold. And in this one, they actually make it a multi-panel display. See if I might have missed it, where they take that, what had happened. Yes, this is where it's at, where they see this man out there and him just sort of running out there and talking to his crew is like, that man we've seen before, he's out there again. When in the book, it's just one simple line, and here we get a multi-panel display of that, which is what I love. And then it goes straight in to the story, the background story of Frankenstein, him as a young boy, growing older, all as it happens in the actual book. And one thing I failed to mention so far is actually the extremely detailed and awesome artwork and very interesting paneling, because it seems like it's got this well-balanced paneling where they're a bit squished together more so than when we have, but at the same time it brings a unity to the flow and structure.
Well, it adds tension also a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The squeezing kind of like it gives you this
Exactly.
What's the word when you're kind of like stuck in an elevator? You got this claustrophobic effect.
Yeah.
Patrick says this looks crazy. Yeah.
Yes, I believe this is for around $20 US or $17.99 US on Amazon. I can't remember.
Or $40 Canadian.
Or $40 Canadian. And this is also a great money shot right here, straight from the book, where a tree gets smacked by lightning. He gets his the first epiphany of it.
Now, how many explosion lines is that?
That I 3. I'm sure just 3. 1, 2, and 3.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. There's plenty of explosion lines in a few pages. Like you said, it's very claustrophobic. The artwork is extremely detailed as well. Sometimes I found myself stopping, as every good comic book should, make the reader stop to appreciate specific panels in greater detail.
Looking at the book the boat at the page on the right, on the left panel of the bottom, that's like really good looking architecture. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
The architecture is well done.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got another great one. Oh yeah, go ahead. You're saying.
I was just going to say the black and white balance, the shadow work is top tier, which you kind of need when you're doing a black and white.
Facial work is also really great and extremely detailed as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is balanced throughout. They bring their game for this one. I believe if this is a steal.
So there seems to be a little bit of zipatone, like the gray areas.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
It's either done digitally or hand cut.
I wouldn't doubt it if it's digital. It kind of got a slight digital vibe to it. But I don't really mind at all as long as the artwork brings it. And some of my favorite parts, there's the science lab.
Oh yeah, don't take that as a slight at all. Like it's just
absolutely
curious about the technique, but it's the result that really matter.
Yeah. This is very reminiscent of the 1984 and 1994 magazines that I order, illustrated magazines, because just the amount of detail placed in the background in this very horrific sequence here, if you will. You have this arm right here that's being just connected to all these devices, and everything's just detailed and done well. And then the more we see of his science experiments and labs, the more they actually bring it. And they each are their own mini money shots, as I love to call the.
Who was the artist on this again?
This one is.
As the reader, you can make up your own story just looking at the background too.
That's always art and toning done by El Garing.
See, the toning is the zipatone, whether it's digital or hand cut.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this one up, to be honest. Like this looks
the dark sequences
too good.
And and you get over 100 pages. Here's him putting freaking Frankenstein together. And as always, the text is well done. It is a little on the expositional side, but this is an old school adaptation of Mary Shelley. She, back then that was much more common. So it works, and it's part of the, it's part of the theme. It fits the theme very well. Everything sort of comes together as it should. And this thing only cost me like $16 on sale. So
Damn.
like it's such a steal. It's such a steal, and the story and artwork so well done that I presented it to
Oof,
somebody.
look at those shadows, dude.
Yes.
That's a great way to show lightning without showing the lightning.
Yes. And he because it's mentioned in the book when Frankenstein looks at his creation, it's dark until lightning strikes. So it's all those important elements find their way
Hey,
in
Ted
here.
Gagi. Nice to see you, man.
Every single page made me want to turn to the next page, and this is one of the money shots. The Awakening of Frankenstein,
dude.
Yes, and the text is well done. All of it is well done. I am giving this one because let's see if I could actually find the slight issue that I had, which may not be easy to see. I think that's actually on a previous page where it's a little easier to see. It's hard to find, but essentially the finer and small lines that make up some of the detail seem to be just a bit too quickly done. You can kind of tell that it looks more like a pen strike than it actually does, like truly blending into the art. It's hard to show off here, and I'd have to hunt one down particularly, but it did show up enough for me to notice. I guess one could be this particular small panel here, though it's very hard to see some of the lines, some of the finer lines. But when you do look at artwork, you want the people to be taken away, as this very much does. But you want to hide all those small things that might pull them away from it. And that's kind of what it did. These tiny little bit of lines that were just look like pen strikes, too much like pen strikes, that they needed to be redone. But, they kind of left them in there. But, there's obviously, that's a very, very small thing.
Yeah, that's like minuscule. That almost sounds like it could be a matter of taste. As well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorite pages.
It's actually having such a minuscule like nitpick is an incredible compliment to the.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, like everything else I love. I also love how they put Frankenstein's thought bubbles here, because all this is sort of Frankenstein.
White on black, yeah.
White on black, and it works very well. They give them bigger panels to start off with, and then they start getting smaller as you go. And
dude,
the way that they convey the curiosity in Frankenstein's face, I absolutely adore. Yeah. He looks like a monster, but you can tell he's not evil. You can tell he's monstrous, but maybe he's not a monster. And that's what I love about this, is just the absolute masterful combination of proper literature and excellent artwork throughout,
being extremely faithful to the book as well.
Exactly. While being extremely faithful to the book.
Yep.
And
the pages are like loaded with 6-7 panels per page, but it's very well used. Like there doesn't seem to be any waste of space at all.
And you got a lot of pages, man. You got a lot of pages,
dude. So I imagine there's no full page spread or double. Oh, was there one there? Oh, almost. Like there's very little like full page, or there's probably no double page spread in this book. Oh, you got a full page there.
You got a
very
full
rare,
page.
But it's probably like very impactful when he uses it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of great stuff in here, and this is the kind of book.
There's not a lot of women in the story, right?
There's a few women. There's an important woman. The heart. There's about 2 to 3 women overall into the story, but this is the kind of book. Look at this one. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. This is the kind of book that you could hand to someone who doesn't read comics.
Yeah. This is literature first. It's the story first. Frankenstein is a timeless monster as well. Like it's Well, it's an element of culture, right?
Yeah.
It's so huge on many levels.
And this is the kind where it speaks. This is the kind of comic, you got a lot of background stuff in here you can dig into for the fans. This is the kind of comic that speaks for itself. And those kind of comics you want in your collection, because 10, 15 years when they're no longer in print, and most people, like, have you even heard of this before? I think this came out like 5 years ago.
And you're going to have a hard time finding this on eBay because some dude named James will be buying all the print copies, you know?
Not only that, but that makes it an even greater treasure. So when the fan of the literature or comic books is there and you pull out this thing he's never heard of and you show him the art I just showed you, you show him this. Okay? There's beautiful artwork out there that people have heard of and seen, and it takes them away. But when you show them something they never heard of before, and it looks this fucking beautiful, okay, that's a different level. All right, that blows people away.
Like, so do you even know comics?
Do you even know comic books? So this one, I believe, if you're a comic book lover, it's an excellent edition. I'll give it a 900,098.5.
Wow. Yeah, that's well earned, I think. I'm definitely picking that up. It's already on my wish list. I think I'm going to wait for good timing.
Exactly.
But, I don't want to miss that. That's gold. That's gold.
Stay tuned next time, because I mentioned a particular comic book that I bought some issues for. I liked it. I wanted to buy some more. And then I found the graphic novel for sale that was cheaper than the rest of the issues I did not have. I will be going over this particular title called The Body Trade, which is absolutely excellently done. The artwork, so. There's some panels that need some work I'll go into. Story-wise, I really love it. Just going to flip open to a random page here, give you a quick look at the sort of artwork we're going to be looking at.
So this is horror, I gather.
This is actually what I would say is
this feels Mignola.
This is I would say suspense. No, this is not Mignola.
It looks inspired by it. Like, it's just
Zach Thompson, Jock, J-O-K, and Hassan Atzman is something I can't pronounce.
Okay.
So we'll be taking a look at that next week here. And I also have a handful of comics that are in the mail of some other titles that pique my interest. And also, once the Cocaine Hippopotamus Florida Man comic book comes out,
you guys are just pulling my chain like that.
It's real. I'll tell you what.
That exists.
I will go look for it as the conversation shifts to something else. Stay tuned for James Comics, a live stream within a live stream.
Yes.
You're right.
If I could finally get around to clipping this show, your segment's gonna be very clip worthy.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to do. I love exploring and sharing, and all the ones that I showed you, the only one that wasn't an indie was the Frankenstein one, but that one speaks for itself. So
yeah, but it's so good. Like, how can you not have that in your collection now, especially as a black and white?
Yes, that's a gateway comic right there.
A gateway comic?
Yeah, you give it to somebody who doesn't really appreciate comics. Yeah. They're like, whoa, look at this. This is art. Like, exactly.
Bernie Wrightson's Illustrated Frankenstein. Is this the one you were showing, Bernie Wrightson's, or is that another one?
No, I think that might be another one.
Oh, Bernie Wrightson's another one.
Right now, I'm putting the issues away because I had to debag all the issues so they didn't. They didn't glare.
Yeah,
my mouth's not moving. Yeah.
So, but the Frankenstein, is that a hardcover?
That is a hardcover, dear sir.
Yeah, dude, $16. That's crazy.
On sale. Like, you got to look for them, man. They're out there.
Yeah, to have that good a quality book on sale is an incredible opportunity and almost criminal.
Yes, it's a steal, bro. It's a dang steal. And there's a bunch of other Frankenstein comic books out there. This one I picked up because it had Mary Shelley's name on it. Yeah. And it was produced with the blessing of the family. So that kind of said something to me. And the artwork brought it, the writing brought it, the storytelling was there. It was a good it is a good adaptation. And I'm going to take a moment right now to see what year it officially released, because maybe this was big when it came out, because with all those
I'm almost getting FOMO now. I think I need to get it, even if it doesn't go on sale. I just don't want to miss it.
Yeah, that's another thing, you
40 is not, it's not that bad for
yeah.
Did you say 200? Because you said 200.
Let me take a look.
You
Let
went
me
to
flip through the
100.
pages.
So, yeah.
You can actually take a look on the Amazon page. You have it open. It'll tell you how many pages.
Oh, yeah. I don't have it open, but I'll check it out.
Let's take a look if it says how many pages here.
Because a European book is usually anywhere between 48 and 72, and that's $25.
Okay, this was printed only in 2024. It's just a little over a year ago.
That's 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a relatively newer title too. So that's not a bad price for a newer title of most things, especially in today's day and age. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm leaning more towards comics for general entertainment, is because they're just cheaper. I don't feel bad spending $5 on something that maybe it doesn't turn out to be too great, compared to spending $30-$40 on something that's a piece of crap.
Especially if you're working to eventually do your own comics, you can learn as much from the bad books as the good ones.
Truth.
So having a sample across different levels of quality, it's good to learn what mistakes not to do as well. Because if you see perfect stuff all the time, it's hard to imagine how you can fuck up writing your own. When you see other people's mistakes, you can learn from them.
You can. There's a lot of learning to be done. Mistake making. Make sure I got these comics in order here.
Yeah, Body Trade.
Body Trade. These are the single issues right here.
Yeah, that dude is inspired by Mignola for sure.
Yeah, it's good stuff. The story, captivating from the first page. A thriller through and through. Dark as shit. But both issues, what made me just want to pick up the full graphic novel was not only because it was on sale, but because both issues, from the first page, I was hooked from the issue.
Whoa! Hold on, did you say the first page?
The first page of this one, I was in. Maybe the second page, but I was in, and the read was like page turning, which they need to be. And the second one was the exact same. Second issue. First page was a page turner. I was like, whoa, what happens next, bro?
Wow.
Exactly. So
is that the one we're looking at next week?
That's the one we're looking at next week. These are the single issues I have, and this is the graphic novel that came in. I'll say one thing is it's a dice roll ordering graphic novels from Amazon, because I didn't order from the publisher. I ordered from Amazon. It was a dice roll because it came in just a basic non-protective package.
Oh,
that so it was a little bent, and I had to leave it underneath like a pile of other books for a couple days to unbend.
Hey Omer, how's it going, man?
And Omar Glish,
Omar Glish, yes.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
We're taking a look at Body Trade next week.
Body Trade, good title. A page turner from the first or second page. That has got my attention. I want to see how this guy does it.
Yeah.
Very Mike Mignola kind of esque art with the skulls and the shadows. So I'm interested to see what he did.
Yeah.
Of course, the Frankenstein book. I think I'm going to have to get my hands on that.
Yes. I'm going to look up right now, see how much pages it is.
Tenkage says it's a different one, fully illustrated, but not a comic. Okay, it's an illustrated book. 60 pieces, took 7 years to make.
Whoa.
Sounds like about my speed of work.
That's not bad, though.
I know it's
fully
good.
Illustrated. Here we go. Melly Sherry's Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff.
It's always good. Yeah, illustrated books are.
Okay, it's 120 pages. There you go.
Okay, so that's about twice what a bande dessinée usually is.
Okay.
Hey, Otter, how's it going, man?
What? Who? How did I get here?
We snagged you by the tail and
By
brought you on
accident.
board.
Oh, damn. Well, do I get fish at least?
No fish for you.
Oh, well, I see we're in Soviet Russia then. I got to get into a fish line.
You should start your own kingdom, with fishes and hookers and blackjack.
Yeah, yeah. I need to do that. Maybe I'm already halfway to doing it. How would you know?
Well, I'm sure you got the fishes
Oh, yeah.
and the bishes.
Well, we're working on that part.
One day at a time.
One day.
Did you catch a glimpse of the Frankenstein book we were looking at?
I caught a couple of glimpses of it, but not too much at the same time. I was busy writing, and I had finished another graphic novel, which was pretty nice, actually.
Oh, which one are you reading?
I just ended up finishing my first read through of Batman: The Long Halloween. It was a very good graphic novel.
Oh, nice, nice.
Dude, I've got a lot of Batman books, and I've read 0 of them. And I don't know why, because they're all beautiful.
So I've read a fair few Batman comics. This one was one of the most Batman feeling Batman comics I've come across, where it's like, it's very little superhero shenanigans. It's more of a crime thriller, just with Case.
He's a detective at root. Oh,
Yeah,
that looks like Michael Jackson there. Page 2, the page on the right, the bottom left.
Oh my God.
Maybe like Michael Jackson in Thriller. Let's be honest.
Yeah, right. Mikey.
Who would have thought that Michael would have predicted the fentanyl epidemic?
Did he?
Well, in the Thriller.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's Fentanyl Jackson.
Dang, I didn't
Betty
think that.
J.
Good to see you, lads. Yeah, likewise, man.
Yes, sir.
How you been? I need to get
Showing
back
up
on
in the
Omer's stream.
comments.
I'm going to get back to drawing. I think next week. Next week, I'm getting back on the regular schedule. I've been doing like website stuff since Christmas, and I'm about to finish what I've been working on this week. And so I'm going to be getting started on the comic next week. And that
Very
means
nice.
back to streaming, day streams, and a little bit more back on the horse. Not heroin, just figure of speech.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You sound disappointed, James.
Only slightly. You know, that reminds me. I need to hunt down that Mad Cave comic book to show you guys at the
Dude, the crazy title. Say that title again. Otter, tell me if you believe this is a real book or if he's pulling our chains.
All right.
Give me a second. I need to find it because I just got to make sure that's the right title. Okay, here it is. It's called Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre.
I believe it. After Cocaine Bear, I'll believe anything.
Now, who wrote it? Was it Mike Barron? He's got the Florida Man series, so you never know.
It could
Florida
be.
Man.
Could be.
Okay, so you can pre-order the bundle or the issue.
Yeah, I think it was Sheldon who said it's coming out February 13th.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just copy the link, and I'll post it in the private lobby in the background here. Private chat.
So what you been up to, Otter? Are you still working on that Western story you've been talking about?
Yeah, actually this morning I started into the first draft, so I'm working on that now. Got a couple other projects in the oven, but that's probably the main one right now.
Okay, cool. Interesting, dude. I'm curious to see what you do with it. And is there a crossover genre, or is it like full on Western?
There's a bit of a crossover. There's some supernatural aspects to it as well.
Nice.
Going a little pulpy with it. It's going to, I feel like it's going to play out as a Western mostly, but there's definitely going to be some like larger than life aspects to it. Trying to think what a good comparison would be. Probably the thing that comes off of mind recently is it was Texarkana. where I read through it.
Oh, you were talking about that. Yeah, that's an inspiration, right?
Yeah, that story had problems too, but it's like the overall style and presentation, it's been sticking with me.
Yeah. I had like what was coming to mind for me was From Dusk Till Dawn. That's it's not Western, but it's got that, it flips genres halfway at you. It's like a crime story that turns into a vampire story. It's kind of flips in the middle.
One
So
of
this is
the
oh, go ahead, Otter.
Oh,
One-
this is at Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
this is the cover.
I believe it now.
This is the actual page you can pre-order, and it actually has a 3-page sample here.
Okay. It looks a little bit like an underground comic. It's got that very,
Yeah.
it's got that je ne sais quoi.
It reminds me of reading the early heavy metal magazine issues and coming across Honey Pot and just thinking, man, this is some weird underground comic shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you guys want to check it out, you got yourself a
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
3-page sampler there. Yeah.
There's the hippopotamus. So is it like Cocaine Bear with the hippopotamus gets a bag of cocaine and goes on a rampage?
Let's see. A no-nonsense federal agent and a lone wolf cop chase down a brutal drug lord in a flooded amusement park swarming with blood-crazed hippos and cutthroat mercenaries.
Because hippos are super violent. Like they will eat human flesh. Like,
Yeah. It says Disco Hippo Wonderland is the #1 amusement park in Florida, Flamingo City, but few realize it's a corpulent owner, Jan something Disco, is about to release the most potent drug ever created, Coke 45. Unfortunately for humanity, Agent Clark Nebraska is on the case. She'll bring down Disco, come heck or high water, and then it goes on like another paragraph and a half. So there you go.
oh, this looks like a fun time. This is like definitely a good time.
So you can pre-order that. Written or author Fred Kennedy, illustrator James Edward Clark.
Yeah, this looks like satire. It looks hilarious.
The laser drug force in the Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre.
And this is the publisher you were kind of going through their whole line
Yes.
of books the other day. Yeah.
Yes, they got a lot of books. Let's hit series. Kind of show you.
Now, are they still publishing recent stuff, or is
Yes,
this the one?
I mean, dude, this is like recent.
oh yeah, this is like in 2 weeks. This is not even out yet.
Exactly. This page doesn't want to open all of a sudden, so that's nice. There you go, a website. I'm all like trying to show you off, but yeah. Or here's some of their
Mad
other
Cave
titles.
Studios.
Yeah, some of the other titles they have here. They do license work. There's Racer X from the Speed Racer world. Okay, they're finally loaded.
Dick Tracy.
Yeah, they do Dick Tracy. I haven't read it. I did read Defenders of the Universe. I did not like it. I did a review on this
It's
channel.
Defenders of the Earth, James.
Okay, whatever. It's not good.
Are you sure you read it?
This one actually's got my eye.
Pop Kill.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that looks.
yeah. It's already out. And it has all of them, and it looks very James Bondish. I know it follows this guy who's going around killing people. Don't know
Pop
why.
Kill. That's a good name, man. It's like pop art.
Yeah, the art alone. The only thing is, it's like it seems to be only a 4-issue series, but more on the pricier side, $6.99.
The weird part is it doesn't even make me think of James Bond. It looks like if you had Austin Powers, but it took itself seriously.
Yeah, it could go either way with the contents because it's so beautiful. The cover.
Okay, so that's why it's $6.99.
Pug.
Yeah, so each of them is, I guess, is around 38 pages, which is why it's slightly more pricier.
I'd love to see a review of this because
Yeah,
it could go either way. It could be great, or because this one I'm
they
getting
also have alternate covers too. This
I'm
one's
getting
got a
Tank
lot.
Girl vibes a little bit.
Tank Girl, yeah. I might pick it up because like I'm looking at it. These are alternate covers here because the first one here, this is sold out. This one I actually kind of like here, yeah, $6.99. I might pick this up at the beginning of the month when I get paid again, because this one actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks damn. Oh, can we see some of the art, the interiors?
Here you go.
Okay, this is good. This is all right.
It's all right. This
It's
face
all
is
right.
a little ugly here.
Yeah. It's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
The movement, the dynamism is not all there.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not. I'm not as much in love as with the interiors as I was with the concept. Yeah,
I like the covers a lot.
The
Yeah,
covers
I'm
are
not-
nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
not-
goofy.
Yeah, that's a little
That's
goofy.
goofy.
Okay.
This I'm also not liking how the text blends with the art here.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the poses. The poses look very static.
Yeah.
That's my big problem with it.
That's true. This
Yeah,
doesn't really look like he's falling.
Yeah. I'm feeling cold with the interiors.
Yeah, but I like how they provide these interiors so you can take a look. You know, because that's a nice cover.
Well, that's a good thing, dude. Like I remember freaking ISOM came out, the 0 pages shown. Like everyone found out what the interiors looked like when they got the book, and that's not always a good thing.
Yeah. Like who did the interiors did not do the cover.
Frederic, you reminded me of another series talking about this one. You were talking about Tank Girls. What was that, right?
Yes, Jamie Hewlett. Yeah.
You reminded me real quick of a kick-ass anime manga series, Dominion Tank Police.
Oh, I didn't see
Really,
Dominion.
it's rough, but it's a fun. I think they've got the movie free on like YouTube or something.
Oh, it's a
It's like
movie.
in public domain.
that. Dominion Tank Police.
It's like classic 80s like cyberpunk, but it's not gritty like Akira. If anything, it's kind of tongue in cheek a little bit.
Interesting. This is what I actually ordered. I got the first 2 issues in the mail.
Is that the same artist as the other one you were looking at?
I don't think so.
It's similar style.
Yes, let me bring up the first issue here because it also shows off some internal panels. I like. Essentially, it's supposed to be a heist during the Greek ages or Roman.
Dude, that looks very much in the style of the book you reviewed today.
Mark Sable, Giorgio Pontrali, Emilio Lessi, and Dave Sharp.
This book could have been drawn in the 70s.
It looks good. I like that cover.
Just looking at the art style.
Here's the interior, which actually keeps with the cover, which is what I love.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I like the style.
Yeah. Paneling is okay. It's kind of basic there, but nothing to complain about.
I'd
really.
rather basic good
Yeah.
than extravagant and not pulling it off.
Exactly. Yeah. The writing's not
Faces are
too bad
good.
either. It's all right.
Yeah, everything's good. I mean, if the story's great, this is going to be an easy read.
That's
Frederic,
why
I
picked up the first
apologize for what
issue.
I'm about to show here in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, show it, Otter. My dog
Oh,
farted. by the way.
hold on. I've got to pull you down, James, to
That's
show
fine.
Otters.
That's fine.
Hold on. I'll be right. Oh, hold on. I didn't want to remove you all. Oh, because you're not a shared. I forget because you're through OBS. Otter,
What?
that is disgraceful.
Yeah.
What other
wow.
movie do you get tank dick mines?
I don't know.
I will remove it.
That's
That's
funny.
pretty out there.
That's funny.
That's pretty.
Okay, sorry, James. Let's
Akira
get
the Saint.
It's fine. I know what stream I'm on. Yeah. So that's what I ordered. Guess I'll go stream that there. Got my
Yeah,
OBS.
no, I mean, I like the art. Like nothing about it is turning me off, which is my way
Yeah.
of saying a compliment, which is sounds
And
ridiculous.
one thing I like is all but 2 issues are done releasing. So by the time those come out, I just scoop them up on release days.
So how many issues?
The whole thing behind on this website, they pretty much do 5-issue runs for independent artists.
Because like there's
And-
6
and
or 7 on
writers.
the screen, unless they're
Yeah,
like,
because they're
multiple
bundles.
covers.
Like this is
Yeah.
issue 2, 3, 4, and 5, but then here's a digital bundle, which is digital with the graphic novel. And then this is just issue 1 all over again, the same issue we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I love historic stuff, man. That can be some of the best comics. I've got some. There's a series here at well, it's a bande dessinée, and it's all about the popes. So each
popes.
book is a different pope, and it's kind of like an important story in their lives. And
Yeah.
popes can be real scandalous. Like there's really raunchy stories with popes, and it's always written and drawn by a different group of artists. So it's like the publisher keeps the brand, and it's a different art team each time. So those are really good.
It makes me think of the Sumerian, what they've been doing with like the bande dessinée runs of like Conan, like basically recreating the short stories.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like each story they just hand it off to a different team, and it's like a completely different art style.
Yeah, when you've got good artists, it'll give good work, you know.
Yeah. This is another series I was looking at here called Dark Pyramid that the art just kind of, I like the cover art on this.
Dark Pyramid.
Let me click on the issue number 1 here.
It's an upside down pyramid too. Okay, I really dig the lettering of the title.
Yeah,
the cover and lettering are very good.
Yeah.
I like the simplicity of the design. There's a lot of audacity to do it so minimalist and yet have a nice finish with the sky as well.
You can see how daunting the Dark Pyramid is.
This is cool. You've got my attention with this.
I have no idea what it's about. I just saw this cover. I was like, damn, now that's eye-catching. That's a good cover.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check these guys out.
Yeah, let's check out some pages here. Pages are more on the basic side, kind of classic.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not digging the face too much.
Same. Yeah, I was having the same reflection. I'm not digging it, but let's see more.
It's a very ugly character.
That's not too bad.
I actually think it's a bit of an improvement over the last one we were.
Oh yeah, I mean it is an improvement. Like that. Like
it's still not great though.
Well, it's not super beautiful, but I like the expressions, like the expressive. They're very expressive.
The guy taking a shit. Maybe it's a good story.
Yeah, it depends on the way.
Yeah, because the art's not really much to write home about. Particularly this panel was like the most tops comic book panel I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not turned off yet.
Yeah, this hand is also too large, but. Story wise, if the story's there, I'll
I don't know what to think yet. I'm not in or out. I'm not in or out. Just
yeah. Nice cover, well.
Yeah, I love the cover. Cover's very good.
I'd put that on my wall, to be honest. Like I'd just stare at that for a little while. Did a good job there, but whoever did the cover, they should got to do the rest of the comic. This one's already complete as well, I believe.
It looks like the cover artist is the same as the interior artist.
So? Let's check out some of the other covers. Maybe they'll enlighten us.
Yeah, I'm still curious about this. Like I'm not turned off.
I kind of like the creature design, even though I dig the creature design.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but I'm not turned off by it.
Yeah, I'm sort of right there with you, Frederic.
It's like serviceables, maybe the term we're looking for.
If the story is great, it could be pick it. You might want to pick it up.
Yeah, I might check out the first issue on my next little batch of comic books I got.
It might be. I mean, it'll be worth the cover at the very least.
Yeah.
Like the most negative thing I can really say about the art is probably with the coloring. It's a type of coloring style where you can just tell it's digital. Like it's very obvious.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not in love with how the word bubbles blend with the art either. Very digital as well. Almost feels placed more than like it belongs there.
Yeah. With a few adjustments, I think these pages could really pop.
Yeah. This is an interesting gore scene. That's not too bad right there. I like it, but it also lacks detail. It's more just like a splash.
I'm kind of disappointed that he put it in the smallest panel on the page.
That's true. It should have been this one. It should have been this panel or this opening panel here.
Better yet, I think it should have been an entire like one-page spread or something like that of him just like tearing it in half. Like
I wonder
see
if
the
that's
speed
just-
lines.
Yeah, and it's so vertical that you could do like a what they call an anchor panel, like have one panel go the whole height of
all
the
the way
page.
up, yeah.
Then you'd still have like room on the right hand to like do the other panels and stuff.
Yeah, that's also a good choice.
Yeah. Let's take a look what we got going on here. Finally, something that's a little bit less than a basic panel spread, you know?
Yeah.
I like this bottom one here, kind of how it's split off into two.
Yeah. It's good, but it's a little bit simple.
It's what I would call Topps Comics level, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's not really beyond fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It seems that he can do the job. Like he
Yeah.
can do storytelling, which not everybody can, to be fair.
Yeah.
But nothing is wow to me other than the cover so far.
This is also going to sound a little dickish of me to say, but the panel layouts look like something you'd see in kind of like most of them look like a template you would see in something like Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint or something like that.
Kind of, huh?
Yeah, I think you put the finger on it. The panel layouts is probably one of the weak points.
Yeah, and it's like, granted, I'm one of those guys who loves simple panel layouts, but I'm like, even I'm kind of taking a look at it, and I'm like, some of these, I feel like if the creator was a bit more creative, like gave a bit more room for like 1 to 2 page spreads, or just kind of like anchoring things a bit better, I think it would have worked a lot more. And what it feels like is they took a template and then just kind of drew with it and went with that.
Yeah, I hope not. You know, it could be their first comic book.
It's not bad. Like I don't think it's bad. But
It's
it's not
something
bad.
you pick up in the 90s, art style wise.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
blood in this one. This is issue 3.
it could like you're saying, it could be someone who's doing his first book, or because I think this artist has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll point out a panel I like. I like this on the top left here where it's a little out of bounds. I think that fits well.
Yep.
It kind of emphasizes the chaos just a little bit. Now go to the previous page. The panel on the top right. Why is that overlapping with the first panel there?
It's not doing it really well. It's probably to direct the reading, like the characters, but it's not necessary because the guy's already looking in the direction which drives your eye.
Yeah, it just kind of feels a little out of place.
Yeah, it is. The panel layout is a weak point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here, like even the first panel, there's something there. It's a little bit tilted, but he hasn't pushed anything up to 11. You know what I
This
mean?
actually makes me wish I had like the manga for like Dragon Ball or Chainsaw Man, because those are like really good examples of like doing panel layouts right.
Yeah. Speaking of manga, now he's got a little bit of diagonals, but look how timid he is with the diagonals.
That's true, right?
It's like the bottom one. I can't tell if it's flat.
It's
or
flat.
It's flat, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Flat line. It's holding back.
Yeah.
What I think he needed to do was have the bottom panel also be angled to where it's kind of like going up from left to right.
Yes.
The opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That way it's giving it like a solid direction. It's feeling tense.
I would take his initial like instinct of how to design it and amp it up 10%, right? Just put a little bit more into it and go further with it. Because
this feels like a project that's like 70% to 80% of like being like a great comic. It feels like with a bit more work, this could be great.
Yeah. I think it might be good, but
This
like
is
you
better.
say, it could be great. Yeah.
This one's a bit better. A bit more
Yeah, her face at the bottom right is really good. It's one of the best faces he's drawn so far.
Yeah.
The creature in the third panel is perfect.
Yeah, the creature looks really good.
The colors are good. The movement is good. He's like ripping somebody's head off or just snapping the neck. He's got a lot of blood in Is that like onomatopoeia in blood color? That's fucking genius. This is the best page. No doubt. This is the best page. And am I like seeing things, or is the top panel angled at the bottom?
It's angled at the bottom.
It is.
You could go 10% more, dude, and just make it really angled, you know?
Right. Really start to press it.
Just a little bit more. Like, you don't have to go crazy, but
I think the best way I can describe it is some of the creative choices feel non-committal. Like he hasn't fully decided what he wants to do.
Yeah. He's almost there. He's like, he could be. I think he's going to be a genius if he keeps going and. Like,
if he keeps
leans
going,
into it
I
more.
think he can really make it into something like really cool.
Because he's got that something that you can't learn, I think, and he just needs to have confidence and
push it just a little
lean
hard.
into it. Yeah. Because it's good going on great, you know.
We'll have to see what the writing's like.
Yeah, if the writing's not good, then it's not going to save this book. If the writing's great, then I think this is going to make the book.
Yeah, I'll pick up the first 2 issues because that's what I kind of found out. Beginning my issue per issue journey here, is that you kind of need a second issue to really get a taste of what's going on in most of these books. Like,
really, that's yeah. I'll have to use that phrase when selling my second book.
Right, you really need the second one.
Yeah, I'm putting a lot in the second one. Feels like the first one to me, because the first one I kind of felt my hands were tied. I got to introduce the character. I have to have the origin story. It almost feels like the first one you're handcuffed to do certain things, which I mean might be a wrong way to see it, but the second book, it feels like the first one where you're more free to take it into a direction. I don't know. I might be,
I feel like the first one is where you're establishing a lot of the this is how things work in the story. And then it's like after that, it's like, all right, now let's do some cool shit.
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. I was just rambling.
Oh, it's rewording what you said. That's all it is.
Yeah. So this is a double page.
That's
cool. Again, good, not great.
Yeah.
Nothing's bad, but nothing's great. It's a bit frustrating. The covers are all good, though. The covers are selling the piece for me. If the story is great, then this is going to be a great book.
Go to the previous one. Yeah. So this one, I think it's just on the verge of being really good because it's like, I think the coloring scheme is pretty good. I think it just needed a bit more in the rendering department to give it an extra texture or something to it.
Yeah. That's
because for me, this is more visually striking than the next page, which feels kind of muddy.
Yeah. And going back on the previous, James, the double page spread, I like the concept where, it feels like 2 pages at the bottom, but 1 page at the top. I've got a double page spread in the first book of Ratel that does a similar thing too. And I was also looking at the central panel. What happens if you fold it in half? And it's good.
Yeah.
The head is not exactly in the center. You could get away with it. It works. Nothing is bad. And
there's a nice gap right here.
It works. I think it works.
Yeah.
I like the expression. The hand on the mouth is good. All the emotions are there, which is, if you don't have that, the book's not going to work. So at least he's got emotion in the eyes and the faces.
I think he draws faces very well.
Well, he's got the emotion. I don't know if
the
I like the style of the faces. Yeah.
I guess it's specifically like the eyes and the mouths that he does well.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can read what they're feeling just by looking at like how they're squinting their eyes, how they're kind of like contorting their mouths or something like that.
Yeah.
If I want to be nitpicky, yeah, the noses could use a little bit of work. Specifically, some of the character designs feel a little, I don't know if I'd call them generic or just kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
I feel like they need like one or two distinguishing factors, and then it would like leap off the page.
Perhaps. The composition on this page, it's not strong. Like at least you've got an open aired panel, got a back, the second panel's standing out a little bit. But if you look at all the other panels, nothing really strong. Like the camera angle is not great. Now you don't have to Hitchcock every freaking panel, but at the same time, there's no strong foreground, background. There's nothing that stands out in any of those panels. It's, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
I also
sound
think-
weird by suggesting it, but I think in that first panel, the guy on the leftmost side, you want to know what he needs. He needs a pair of sunglasses. I think that would round out his whole expression.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think like if
I will say this:
an editor could push this book beyond the finish line, could push the envelope.
This dialogue also needs some work there. That's a little cringe. God, I wish we could have sex right now. God,
Wait, is that what she says?
Yeah. God, who doesn't wish that like 24/7?
Oh God.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not a big
only
fan
pick
of
up.
that.
Maybe I'll only pick up the first issue.
Huh.
This one I'm gonna approach with caution after that.
I'm with you, Frederick. I think an editor could bring
Take it
up
to the next level. Yeah.
I think they could bring up the story, the overall quality of the art and the writing a peg or two.
Now the page
Yeah.
count is 30, but let's be honest, don't know if that's complete story because I have noticed that they do like to put some
Ads, right?
advertisement-
Promotional stuff. Yeah.
promotions and advertisements in the back pages. So.
Do you know if each issue kind of like tells a solid like part of a story, or does it just feel like it's a couple scenes, end of chapter, next volume, it's a couple scenes?
It depends on the writing team. Each one of these 5-issue stories is a completely different writing team. They're just people given like here's 5 issues, write a comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think what they do is actually they approach it with a comic like already fleshed out, maybe a first issue fleshed out, and then they kind of see if they enjoy the first issue and take it from there, something like that. But yeah, they also produce the Phantom comics here, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's an old IP.
Yeah, and these are the licensed ones, so they're supposed to be like tied into the official lore and stuff.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, they license out some stuff. I read the first Phantom comic. It was okay, but it didn't really catch me enough to want to buy it.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Phantom in this newspaper strips.
Yeah. And they got dozens of different series. Not all of them are in print. But the ones that are in print or that you may not be in print, you probably find them on Amazon. Pretty much all the ones I've looked up.
Covers look good.
Yeah. This one I might check out. Haven't checked it out yet. John Tiffany.
Tiffany.
James Bond-esque type of story.
Okay, you have my attention. Yeah, that's totally James Bond.
Yeah.
But with the cigarette.
With the cigarette.
Dude,
beat up too.
The whole shebang.
Shebang. The whole shebang.
Okay. Zoom and enhance this one, James.
Shebang. Let's find some issues that go.
Yeah, let's see some pages.
Okay, here's some pages. Can we see them? Let's click on the explore and buy. This should open us up to sort of the familiar page.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
That looks good so far.
Yeah,
the hand is really well done, by the way.
121 pages.
Oh, that's a that's a beefy book.
Yeah. Paperback, $20. Hardcover is $100. I don't know about that.
Well, it depends on the quality of the interior.
Yeah. So good cover. I really like it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
love
total
that.
rip off of James Bond, but if you if you can pull it off, I'd buy it.
Let's check out some interiors here.
That's gonna make it okay. So far, that's a strong page one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say that the composition is pretty striking. I think it's the faces that sell it, in fact.
A lot of good faces there.
The backgrounds really support the scene very well too.
Not too much detail in the background, but you don't really need too much
Well,
detail. It's
there's a lot of detail in the first one, but he uses the color to kind of push it way into the distance, which is what you want to do.
Yeah.
If I'm to nitpick, I think the background in the second panel could have had a bit more.
That's
The
kind of what
others
I was
look
looking
fine.
at. Yeah.
Tenkage says John Tiffany looks like if Don Draper was a spy. Dude, I'm sold. That's the tagline.
Yeah, like this whole page right here looks great.
I like it.
That is Bond Destiny 100%.
That's a good layout.
This is top notch.
I kind of like this way where it sort of ends then blends into the wall right here. That's
Yes.
nice. I like those small details.
Everything works.
Yeah.
And look how many panels are in that page. That's a shit ton, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels.
And you don't even notice it. Exactly.
Doesn't feel like it.
Exactly. That's my point.
It doesn't feel cluttered at all.
9 panels is usually too much, but this is how you do it.
Yeah.
I think one thing it does to mask it is it has layering between the characters and the actual panels, especially with that top section of the page. I think that really helps with it.
Look at his face, man. It's you sell the whole character with the expression. The posture in the second panel, background on the fourth. Yeah, this is top quality art. The girl looks beautiful. The colors are very well. Let me start that off again. The colors very, very well. That's not a good sequence of words. They vary in a good way. According to the scene, right? So you got muted colors, this office space, which is very, olive tint, almost sickening, but it's not sickening to the reader. It's just if you were living in this office space, it'd be sickening. And then you got these standout panels, at the bottom, blue, brown, blue, to switch it up. This is like I'm loving this book right now.
Yeah.
Square bubbles can work if that's your style.
Yeah, it is all square, isn't it, so far?
Yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, these are all the 4 that it has to show off. You're like, I want to see more, damn it. Oh,
yeah, you got to pick this one up, dude.
Okay, we'll see if they have individual issues,
Yeah. Don't get the $100 off the bat. Dude, the art is really, really good.
Yeah, crime and mystery,
like
age mature, released in 2023.
That's 3 years old now.
Yeah, it shows you the places you can buy it from: Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
You can pick it up on Amazon. Let me see, John Tiffany.
Let me hit here in the Amazon department.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it too.
You see, look up John Tiffany on the Amazon.
Like the art's not flashy, but it does what it does really well.
You can get it for $16.
In the US. Fucking American.
Yeah, but let's see if this is free shipping.
John Tiffany.
Oh yeah, free delivery January 22nd. 2 days. Holy
dude.
Shit.
Holy shit. I could get it for $20.
Oh my gosh, bro, you have to.
Hold on.
John Tiffany.
Okay. Paperback.
By Steven Desberg and Dan Pansonio.
It's usually $27. It's $20 on limited time deal.
Yeah.
There's 10 left in
Yeah.
stock. Okay,
7
so
left in stock over here, so it must be.
Okay, you can read sample here. I just want to see how many pages.
Sample is probably the same. The pages is 136 pages.
Yeah, okay,
Just as
same
on
here.
here.
Dude, $20 for a Canadian 100.
That's
And I
that's a
got
deal, bro.
Prime. I can get it Saturday the 24th. That's in 4
Oh
days.
shit!
Okay, I'm buying this. This is like too good.
See, the comics are out there, boys. They're out there. We just need to find them.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a chance on this. Like, it's even less than a bande dessinée. Bande dessinée is $25, right?
Yeah, it's about the same
Hardcover,
as
but this is soft cover. Who cares? But this one's like 136 pages. A bande dessinée is like max 72 pages.
yeah.
A regular album, so this is like twice.
Yeah.
So I'm picking this one up.
Definitely looks interesting. It's captivating.
I'll be book camming this next week for you, James.
That's what I like to hear, man. I can't read them all, you know.
No, you got to.
There's a lot of comic books to read, and I got a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, no, I'm taking this one. The art's really good. There's definitely something to learn from reading this one.
Yeah, good stuff.
And John Draper as a spy.
Actually,
the ladies are beautiful. And, you know, I got back into comics because I picked up a really bad James Bond book. So if I can find a good one, even if it's not the branded James Bond, it might even be better if it's not branded James Bond. You know?
This is what it says. John Tiffany is one of the best bounty hunters in the world. A 10-year career and $15 million worth. A 10-year career and $15 million worth of bounties. Tiffany certainly looks the part of a cool hitman for hire, but he's not quite the stereotype we've come to expect in modern fiction. He's a bit more human and very, very flawed. John has no illusions about the world that employs him. He trusts only 4 people: Pastor Lovejoy, an unorthodox priest that sees a bit of himself in John, oddly enough, his love for money, Juan Chow, an underworld Greek whose circle serves an interface with the outside world, Dorothy, his conservative right-wing teammate, and Magdalena, a call girl he has foolishly fallen in love with.
Oh, he fell in love with the hooker too.
As one does.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun read.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this was worth going into the weeds on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all these. Look at all these comics we looked at, boys. And that's just
and you could tell every page was like top notch, contrary to Dark Pyramid, which was kind of like,
Do you take it and miss? Yeah. Dark Pyramid. Still got the pages.
Well, it's not even hit or miss. Everything is kind of mid.
It's a mid, It's a bit mid there. Yeah, there's a few that have catch my eye here. Some of them look a little woke.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, right? The company has some woke books and some good books.
Yeah, it's like a mix. Let me see if I saw one here that I looked a bit woke.
Well,
was this
John Tiffany book doesn't look woke. It better not.
Exactly.
Be.
That's why I say it's a mix, which is kind of what you want, because like look at this one. There you go.
Blue oh my god. Yeah, that looks woke as all hell.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't hide it.
Yeah.
Even that left alone, the interior panels, what I saw looked very flat.
Yeah, that's flat. The panel 1 and 2. Yeah, you don't do that. See, the way you do it is you need to put something in the foreground, like bushes, poles. You need something in the foreground. You can't put a flat background and have nothing in the foreground.
I also think under normal circumstances, you shouldn't be having a hospital facing directly on like that unless it's for a specific purpose.
Well, that's what I mean. Like if you're doing it for the specific purpose, you still need to have stuff in the foreground to make to give depth, right? That the problem with that panel, one way you could give depth is not to have it head on, but another way you could do it is just bring stuff forward as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this looks kind of like a butch female character.
Yeah. Blue Palo Verde.
Yeah.
Which Palo Verde is actually a tree, which means green stick. So this would be blue-green stick in English.
Okay. I mean, it's an interesting title. But yeah, the woke flags are kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
And the art is really not good. Look at the bottom panel. Look how small she is compared to the car. She's smaller than a 6-year-old.
Ooh, you're right. This thing is huge.
Yeah. And the thing is taking up the whole street. And where is that cross for it to be so high with this perspective?
Yeah.
It
looks way closer. This looks like it's across the street
Yeah.
from her, and everything here should be bigger.
Yeah, this is mediocre. The artist can pull off a couple of things well, but doesn't have consistent quality.
Yeah, that's a good catch right there. I wasn't looking at.
Yeah, that's terrible pen.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we got for issue.
That's a good cover, though. The cover's pretty all right. Yeah. There's some good things going for it, but I would not pick this up.
Yeah, Paulo.
That's cool, but it's a little gay.
Yeah.
Might be the comic book.
Yeah, I think it's very gay. Like the guy looks good in this. The paneling is okay. It reminds me of manga. There's some good things. Like there's some good and there's some very bad. But the woke flags are just a turn off for me for this. But I could see this finding its public. Like I'm sure this will find its readers.
What the hell is that guy wearing?
It's one of those hair shirts, like it's a feathered shirt.
Here's the thing, that last pose, I actually like that pose and that expression. I just hate what he's wearing.
Yeah. No, that's the thing is I think the artist can do characters well. This is an artist that has practiced characters a lot and practiced drawing cars and backgrounds very little. And this is someone
this tree looks pretty shitty too. Look at that.
Yeah, I also don't like the color scheme for this page especially. It's just, I think 80% of the page is blue.
Yeah.
A lot of it is.
Yeah, they can draw characters well, but that's all they really draw well.
Yeah. Maybe they should have used more negative spacing.
This one looks a little better.
This is a little weird here. I'm not sure what's going on with this.
Yeah, but it's always those flat views, like the middle panel.
Head on, no angles.
Yeah, and we're looking straight at the person's butt, and it's not a female. And again, you could pull this off if you put a couple of statues in the foreground on each side.
So I think the only thing that kind of justifies this head-on view is just kind of like the skull there. It's sort of like you're viewing it from his perspective. But even then, like it just feels kind of amateurish.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's got this religious vibe, ritualistic, it's almost like pagan or satanic. So that justifies the kind of like head-on view. But again, the way you pull off a head-on view is you got to compensate for the depth. Put something in the foreground.
It feels like you're playing like a third-person game, and the camera is situated in such a way to where you're always like right in the corner of the main character's ass cheeks the entire time.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah. The trees and the person.
I'm not sure how I feel about these really thin panels here, because we got another one here, and I'm not even sure what the hell is really going on here.
Yeah.
You kind of get a thinner one here, and just, I guess.
Yeah, it's the artist is trying some stuff, but they're not a master of their craft yet. The car looks better. again, we don't see the whole car, but at least it's one of the strongest cars so far. The tree at the bottom panel, they put a lot of effort into it, but it's not. Those are not the way the branches.
The
on a
branches
tree.
Very
feel,
basic looking tree.
Yeah,
the branches you don't feel like they're contorting
feel real.
correctly.
It doesn't even hardly feel like a tree. It feels like a vague recollection of a tree.
that's the thing.
Yeah. Check out issue 3.
Yeah, I would pass on that. Hard pass.
Yeah.
But
Like-
again, I could see it finding its public. I'm sure there are people out there who would love this story in this book.
I am going to make a bit of a mean joke, but we could call it the Blue Oyster Club Verde.
Yeah. Okay, this one is kind of average.
This one here.
Yeah. First of all, the thing that stands out to me is the third panel. I think it's the third or fourth. That one, yeah, where you're at. Cutting off the dude's nose and having the line of the panel cut off right at his forehead. That's terrible composition.
Yeah. Need
You got to leave negative space in front of his face. Why are you cutting on the middle of his nose? That's terrible, terrible composition. So we're looking at the same company that does the hippopotamus cocaine Florida thing, Sheldon.
Yeah, but different writer artist
Different
combo.
teams, yeah. I actually
This
just
is,
picked up John Tiffany
Ooh,
looking through
shit.
all these. So we're going to be watching that next week.
This is Blue Palo Verde.
Oh, this is still the same one.
Yeah, this isn't John Tiffany. This is still the one with the woke.
No. But I mean, it's the same blue verde thing. Okay.
Yeah. Look at the lighting on this right here.
Yeah, they can draw characters, but the backgrounds and cars and are not their strong suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, I just think it needs a bit more in the rendering department. Like, I think some of these colors would work a bit more. For one, if there was a bit more variety, but two, you see it a lot. I think this is something Bond S&A does very well, where it'll give the color schemes like texture in the rendering.
Yeah.
Where it's like it doesn't look like you're just like staring at flat colors. It's more, it'll almost give it like painterly or kind of like a granular feel.
Sheldon's got a good point. Looks like they left too much space for word bubbles. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's problems with the composition. It's so true. Look at that first panel. Come on, man.
That's not good.
That's not.
Looks like I drew it.
There's nothing interesting to look at in the first panel.
And these, the way that they're shaped, it's like they get bulgier right here, then they get instantly thin. They go underneath here, they get on. No.
This is when you like bring in Alan Moore and put a lot of fucking word bubbles, as Sheldon says.
Yeah. It's like in the beginning, I was vines, and then I knew consciousness.
Exactly. You got to compensate for something here.
Like if it's setting the general tone, I think it works. But it's like, it's like you said, you need text bubbles if you're gonna have a panel like that.
Yeah, you need a balance, and the compositions are not interesting half the time. And I'm being generous.
Oh, lesbian action.
I just think the page looks terrible. Her
the
hair
composition's
is
better than
literally.
what we're. Yeah,
her hair is like it's muddied the entire page.
Yeah, it hasn't. It's not finished.
Weird.
It's not finished.
Well, I think her hair should be darker.
Her hair kind of matches right here. Her hair is like in this big ass image, kind of flows into the panel here. But like how the way her hair flows looks like it's coming off of her head almost, like right here. It just bulges too much over her head.
So I have two theories on how this could look a bit better right off the bat. Either A, brighten up her hair to where it's basically a blonde tint, and it would give a contrast to her actual skin color, or make her just like really dark haired.
Yeah,
Have
that's
that
the
essentially
way.
be the beta.
I am
But
wondering why
at
her
that point,
hand is white.
At that point, I think just like make her like a pale skin goth chick at that point.
I would turn the hair completely black.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
if-
would
if
make
you-
for a much better beta.
Add
Well,
in some negative space.
If you're not going to draw the hair, because clearly they're not drawing anything, it's just a fucking set of clumps.
Look
Yeah,
at look at
the
here.
hair serves no purpose. It doesn't like. I feel like a more skilled artist would use hair in this context to give sort of like a kind of like a beauty to her.
Yeah.
I also
but
want to point
it's
out
just
something
obscuring the other panels.
here, but I just noticed is this weird earring that has this thing that looks like it's also her hair hanging from it here. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's like connected to her earring.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
I mean,
Oh,
I feel
it's
we're looking
part
at.
of her earring. I
I feel like we're looking at
like
something
tassels
that's
or
for
something.
teenage girls. Like I feel bad commenting too much on it because I feel this is not for me. This is not like our target stuff.
This is basically just a web comic. Like it feels kind of like somebody's first web comic.
Hmm. I mean, the characters are good.
Like compare this to something like One Punch Man whenever
Like,
it was
the
first
cover's
released.
good. The cover's
Like
good.
it like on a comparable level of artistic quality from a illustration perspective at least.
This
One Punch Man's writing is way better.
this feels like this looks manga, very manga-esque. And it just looks like it's for young girls. I think that's the vibe I'm getting.
I go back to the last page.
But I
get what they're trying to do with the speed lines here, but I hate how her fist is only like half open. I'm like, if she's punching him, it should be like firmly closed.
Yeah. Well, there's not enough speed lines. Like I've done research extensively on speed lines lately.
yeah,
And there's not enough speed lines.
just
Well,
not
some of the
enough.
speed lines don't even really correspond. It's like, it's not speed lines with her arm. It's like speed lines are like covering like 3 corners of the panel.
Yeah, there's a lot right here. There's really just not a lot going on. And like you have room for like a small little panel here with a facial expression, you know. And then she one punches this guy.
Yeah, like
That's
her fist needed to be like firmly clenched in the last page, but at the very least, the first panel has more energy to it.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck.
at least the artist, I'm going to say some good things. I think at least the artist is pushing it further than their skill. Like they're trying hard,
Mhm.
contrary to the Dark Pyramid stuff.
There is something about this that really doesn't make sense. Notice notice the direction in which she's punching him and where he ends up landing.
Yeah, he's kind of punching downward and he's propelling forward.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
Yeah, and not only that, but they clearly show him falling forward here.
Yeah, it's
then
like
he's on his
if he
back.
was rolling, it would make sense, but he's falling forward.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
storytelling issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an artist that can draw
There's
faces
another thing there,
and
right? Like
characters and not
now he's like look
not
at this
mastered
one.
the rest.
Like she's falling down that way, flying away, and she's standing there, and then he shoots. Next thing we see is her just gun in hand, picking him up off the ground. I feel like we're missing a few panels there.
At least one panel to bridge it together, I think, would have helped. Like showing her like grabbing him by the neck while he's still sitting, and then transitioning to that panel. I
And
think
this
that
will
would
like
work.
the transition between these two don't really feel right. because she's hitting him upwards, and then he's laying on the ground in the next one.
There
And
isn't a
then,
clear flow of action to it.
Yeah, like I'm not even sure if he's really on the ground here, because in this one it kind of feels like he's standing.
Yeah, it's going on being on lying on green stuff and then being on a pink background.
So it's like
Yeah.
he gets lifted up, he lands, and then he stands back up, gets his arm held by hers, he's screaming, and then all of a sudden he's dropping the gun.
Yeah, I guess. Change your perspective there. Now that
What's he
head
doing?
on that body feels
Pressure
weird.
point on the wrist, Bill?
Where have you been for frequency?
I've been right here.
Been quiet for a long time. Forgot you were here. But that normal head on the glowing body doesn't feel like it's attached correctly.
I like
That is weird.
I like they're trying a perspective from the ground, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're trying things.
Wait a minute. Yeah, look, actually, let me go back again.
They're failing a lot of things. Okay, they're failing a lot of things, but this is not boring. Okay, there's bad storytelling, there's bad angles, but they're passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah. So he was standing up in this one, because if we go to this
Really?
one, look, she's body slamming him.
That makes no sense.
So I guess he was still standing.
Yeah.
And then body slam, crack. And then this woman's over him.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to claim to know whether they were passionate about this or not, but I am going to ask this. What makes this comic unique?
I'm not even sure what it's about.
Yeah, that's kind of my big problem with it right now. It's like I'm sure they were passionate about it, but for me, it's like whether it's rough or not, that passion needs to shine through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm just confused as to what is different about it compared to another comic that you would find on the shelf. I guess
Well, I
that's
think,
the thing I'm asking.
The cover looks better than the interiors.
Yeah, the cover
Um,
gives you more of an idea.
Yeah,
I guess.
No, there's serious issues. Like I've been saying since the beginning, the storytelling's not there. The backgrounds are not there.
Mm-hmm.
Camera angles. I'm saying positive things like, okay, this is more passionate than some of the Dark Pyramid stuff. If that guy had been as passionate with his style and talent, he could
Okay,
have done
fair.
something more interesting.
There,
Here we have
there
someone that's all passion but can't pull off the storytelling.
I think
there is more going on here.
Yeah, like I'd say that for me, you summed it up with the word web comic. It's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah. Like the best comparison is just like if you were to look at the original artwork, the original chapters for One Punch Man when it was released as a webcomic, it gives off a similar vibe.
Yeah, and it doesn't look. It looks like something for young girls. You know, like
Yeah.
what's it about? Who's it for? I think it's for young manga readers, and it looks woke. Like it looks like a weird fantasy thing.
Yeah, so here's what it says for the 4th issue. Kristen must face off with a bloodthirsty Sheriff Whitlock as she makes the ultimate decision whether to stay with her father and promise as penance or seek freedom she has been waiting for years. The hotly anticipated folk horror story of dread and redemption. So yeah, it probably is woke. I mean, you got yourself your white police officer bad guy there. This came out earlier last year. Not gonna pick it up.
No, it's definitely not for us.
But that's an example of what you got on this. What these guys publish. Same publisher as Tiffany, same publisher as Dark Pyramid.
It's a lot of variety.
There's variety here. Same publisher as Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. So that's
I'm
how
sorry,
I know.
just the name Tiffany, it gets
John
me.
Tiffany.
Yeah, John Tiffany. Hi, I'm John Tiffany. Oh no, that makes me chuckle just a little bit.
It's weird. I don't know what it's.
I
gonna
like
be
the name. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean the art. He can handle the art, so I'm taking a risk with the
Yeah.
story.
They got
but the
and
art's great.
I like the variety of stories as well, because obviously
they're
what we saw was a variety right now.
They're all over the place. Yeah.
And that's 3 of their dozens upon dozens of titles.
Again, I don't know if it hurts them or helps them to have this much variety.
Yeah, that's just it. Like I like
think
it.
in
I'm a
general-
browser.
In general, I think it helps them. In general.
Yeah. There's some that look woke that I still kind of want to pick up. Like this one had really great artwork to it.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
It's just sounded a little woke to me. But
Can
like,
you go into it real quick? I know we're running
Yeah.
out of time, but it's my show, so fuck it.
I mean, I'm just at home. Let's see. Let's see. Does this one actually
I like
have
the
any,
initials. Like it's a beautiful woman. Like the art's really
Here we
good.
go. Take a look at that. Look into my eyes.
Okay. This is off to a good start.
It's very punk.
It's punk. It's
very
goth.
yeah. From what I you follow this girl and it focuses on like
The
modern day
composition
internet stuff.
is smart. It's layered.
I like the storytelling in the cover.
Well, that's the thing. You got the composition through the phone, and then composition through the page. You got the lettering at the top. You got the various like
And
color effects.
I'm gonna
What I'll say
sound
is-
mean here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a girl?
It's supposed to
That's a good question.
be. Now, one thing I do like is the eyeballs, which you first don't notice, but then like they're here and then there's some on the
And
floor.
having the character.
Now that you
kneel
point it out, I
down,
can't unsee them.
The fact that he's kneeled or she's kneeled down on. I can't fucking use a pronoun because of you, Otter.
I ruined it for you.
I'm
That's
going
a
to say
sense of
she until we
vulnerability.
get further evidence. Okay.
I was just thinking like look
It's
at
a-
the legs.
it's a valid
look at the
question
chest. I'm like,
nowadays.
what are there any actual curves there? It doesn't
But,
look like it.
That's a hard position to draw. On
That
the
is
knees,
true. That's
with
true.
with the feet kind of laid out to the side on the knees. It's not an easy thing to pull off. This
I
looks
do like
good
the
art.
way that they the typography where you actually have the artist's name and the
Yeah,
writer's
I
name.
like that too.
I didn't notice it at first till I looked for it, so it's a good
the
place.
face is beautiful. The design sensibility is really good on this so far. I'm liking
Really
page
good,
one.
really good
That's an ad.
composition and everything.
Okay, this is good.
A little
Good
busy.
colors, good composition, good faces. This is all good.
Got a little live button here. It is like focused on internet.
I mean,
stuff.
nothing incredible, but again, if they're doing storytelling, there's nothing bad. The faces look good. Look, the women look beautiful. The men look good. They're handsome. The colors are great. I'm digging
very
this.
punk. It's got a
I'm
very
digging
punk
this.
vibe. I
I'm
also
digging
like
this.
the likes and the hearts coming off of the page there, blended nicely with the colors. It's not
yeah,
too overdone.
it's of the time.
For
I'm really
over with
liking
you.
this.
Yeah. Oh, this is a decent one here. I like this.
This is good concept.
Yeah.
This is storytelling through time. Like the
Mhm.
person's navigating the room throughout the day or throughout the hour or whatever. You got the freaking time in the second panel right there, straight up.
And the bubbles are shaped more like message bubbles you get from your phone.
This is top tier artwork.
This is. I might have to check out an issue then. That's pretty good.
Oh, dude, that's all we got.
Of
Look into
issue
my
number
eyes.
one.
It's what it's called.
Is
Oh
issue
yeah,
number 2. We'll take a
show
look.
us some more. I'm gonna check out Amazon.
This is a good segment. This is this is a pretty radical one here. Oh,
Hold
it's a
on.
phone. Took me a
Don't-
second. No, it's a phone.
Don't go too far. I'm
Yeah.
looking on Amazon at the same time.
Okay, it's pretty nice cover here. See, the covers is for comic
too-
books, man. Are
It's too generic of a title. I can't find
Okay,
one
here's something I really think is kind of a clever form of testimonial marketing without it really feeling like it.
Huh?
Look at the bottom right corner where it says princess. It says
Yeah,
so fucking cool.
that's pretty good, huh? Yeah.
This is great.
It's
Dude, this
subtle,
is-
but I
They
like
do it
that
well.
touch.
This might be the best book we've seen all evening.
It's very artistic. Very artistic. The cover just screams so much.
Well, not only that, beyond artistic, the rendering of the beautiful characters is top tier. Like the women are really beautiful, even if it is a man.
It's a chick. I think
I'm just saying I've
You gotta
read
remember,
I've read
this-
a couple series now where it's like you have trap characters that look like this.
You
Just
never
saying.
know nowadays, and especially with this publisher, it could be one of those stories. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Look at fucking dude, the colors. It's fucking like
I love the
it's all
detail in the
olive.
broken wall.
It's all olive, kind of turn,
Muted,
and then
very,
boom,
very.
you got muted olive green and
She's got that
red.
Akira style pill on her shirt.
Oh,
you're
dude,
right.
this
Yeah,
is
there's-
fucking. This
And what
is
I also
good.
love that was also in the previous one is there's little text in the background, sort of giving you insights to the character as a whole. Like we see this poster here, it says "I want to believe," and it shows a UFO right there.
Yeah, that's world building.
Listening to a message there, you see the wavelengths. So this is a voice audio message there. That's
okay. Yeah, they're very much into the social media. I mean, it's set in present day. What can I
exactly,
say?
and it's about social media, like near its heart. So I think they implement it well. This sort of like,
it's a central theme. You say?
Yeah.
Look at her two fucking thumbs on the phone. How she's typing. It's exactly how people hold it. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Okay. I love this. I really love this. Like, this is a strong dude. Look at the fucking colors.
Yeah.
Muted green and then boom, money shot with the yellow at the bottom.
Yes. Right with a lot of that expression.
It's like beat, bam.
Oh wow, look at that one. Oh shit. You know what? I'm giving them extra credit because I could tell you exactly which scooter that is. This is a real scooter that exists. That's the it's a Honda. What is it called? A Honda something. But it's a very popular scooter. And just seeing that there's like, oh, you guys are adding in a very distinct and popular scooter, because most of them kind of just look like Vespas, but this is a particular Honda brand of scooter.
Okay, I see the comic on Amazon.
Yeah, how much is it going
it's
for?
24
24
bucks.
It's for the whole thing.
128 pages. Oh, it's a pre-order.
It's okay, so it's not out yet. So
nope,
that's not.
March.
Let's see which issues are released. All 5 issues are released, but it does not look like the paperback is out yet.
Yeah, that's the paperback. I'm seeing the Amazon.
So you can buy all 5 issues right now. Like,
you just can't get the paperback yet on Amazon.
Yeah, and this is the kind where I might just buy the issues so I can have each cover separately.
Dude, 24 bucks for 128 pages is really good.
Yeah, and if you order them from the website, well, within the US, so this probably doesn't apply to you, unfortunately, you get free shipping and handling if you order like $25 and over, so the entire set will be free shipping and handling.
No, dude, you have to get this. Like, this is like,
it's.
I mean, I'm
good.
getting
just looking at it. Huh?
I'm gonna pick it up in March.
Oh shit, dude, this is a fake advertisement.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not in yet? Seriously, get in now. Knock, knock. Are you there? Because the other one had one of these, and I saw it. I thought that was a real advertisement.
This is the type of book that even if the story fucking sucks,
the art
is so good that it becomes an art book.
Well, hold on. That fake ad, it's got a QR code. I wonder if it actually leads to anything.
Look into my eyes, freaking m-comic.com/lime-index.
Yeah. No,
it leads somewhere. That's a real,
I'm picking this one up. No cap.
Yeah, I mean, ooh, look at that top panel. I like that top panel. It's
the contrast. Look at the bottom panel. You got the foreground is dark, the background is light. It's very. There's a lot of the artist is really good at what they do.
Yeah, the characters look a little woke in design, but the
Well,
art's
the
pretty good.
story could be
They look a
woke.
little hipsterish in a
Yes.
way.
Yeah, that's
Let's,
the thing. That's my reserve on it. Is the story could be woke, but
Yeah.
the art is so fucking good.
Okay, RJ, a conspiracy-obsessed team, investigates a popular classmate's disappearance as a new social media platform takes her small island town by storm.
It sounds good.
I actually like that. And horrifying monsters with too many eyes emerge from the shadows.
Oh, hence the title.
With QR codes expanding the lore, this comic blends horror, social critique, and interactive storytelling. Social critique is a little bit of a red flag, but everything else sounds pretty badass. It's worthy of at least an issue 1.
Yeah.
2-issue look. This one's worthy of 2-issue.
I'm gonna buy the whole fucking trade paperback because of just off the art.
Yeah.
Even if it's woke, I think it's worth looking at the artwork.
And that's why I'd just be going through these series.
And I'm not sure if it's going to be woke or not. Like, we're kind of, our flags are raised, but there's nothing convincing yet.
Mm-hmm. This is one that I want to pick up.
Oh, that looks fun.
It's a wrestler one. It's about wrestling.
It's got nice, clean, crisp art. I like the simple style.
I don't think this one has a. I'm not seeing a samples here. Let's go here to issue number 1. It's sold out, but you can find it on Amazon. No, this one doesn't have sample pages, unfortunately. But I want to pick it up just because it's about wrestling, and that's almost like something I thought would be really great to see in a comic.
Well, the art looks good. Yeah. Like the anatomy looks on point, and it's got a clean, simple style. And I like notice how the color finishes the anatomy.
Yeah.
So I'm betting that the colorist is the same as the artist.
Yeah. Like this guy's pants kind of just.
Yeah, it looks like the dude who drew is the same dude who colored it.
Yeah. Oh, right now you could actually get the digital copy for free. Ooh. So I might take a look at that then.
Oh, fucking grab it.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that. There's a good comic book website, obviously. Throwing it off for like the last half hour.
Dude, like I've been trying to close this fucking show for an hour, James, and we've just been like, even the bad stuff has been interesting.
Yeah, so maybe it'll be a segment just to browse what comic books there are on here.
Yeah,
which ones people like, and I'll buy an issue or 2 because they're so cheap.
I mean, I've got John Tiffany. We're gonna review that next week.
Yeah, all right, that's enough of that. No more.
Into my eyes, I'm definitely picking that up, no matter how fucking woke it is or not.
I mean, it doesn't. Good. The storyline doesn't seem woke, so I'm gonna enjoy that.
And dude, the artist looks like. The thing is, you can't draw that good and be 100% woke. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's someone who can observe reality to a certain extent.
There's too much passion to be fully corrupted.
No, you can be passionate and corrupted, but it's the fact that the art is real looking.
That's good, dude.
It means they can observe reality. And woke people tend to not be able to observe reality.
It's beautiful. And that's what I love. And it's a Western comic book producer. So if you're in the US, you can get it to you quickly.
The women look beautiful. The colors are good. The composition is excellent. So much is working on for its favor.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I'm definitely gonna have to pick up a few issues of that.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Well.
I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing you look through those issues because I want to pre-order that in March. Well,
there's comic
pick
books.
It up when it's coming out.
There's comic books that I ordered, like 2 issues, a few of this, a few of that are in the mail that I haven't showed off. So that'll be here before next Tuesday. And that's what I'm challenging myself to do, to kind of find these alternate titles. It's just no Asian shit this year, and a lot less mainstream shit in general, which is easier to do since most of it sucks.
Yeah, it all sucks right now. Like Hulk is like anti-ice right now. Like they fully immersed their politics into Marvel Comics.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's that's the way it is.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's the worst, man. It's like, where's the escapism?
It's not there.
It's not there anymore. They destroyed it.
Yeah, I make sure to try to avoid putting the politics in my writing.
Yeah.
Me
There's a
too,
bit out
dude.
there.
I try hard not to put it in there, especially like it's got a big Bitcoin theme, but I try hard not for it to feel like a propaganda piece,
Yeah.
It's about the character first.
Yeah.
If you like the character, if you want to follow their story, that's what the book is.
Exactly.
All right, folks. It's
We're
about
done.
that time.
We're
it's
done.
about
Go
that
home.
time.
It's been that time.
Is it not working?
It worked. We just
Working.
whole thing. We're
After
fine.
a second.
Oh, dude, that's my fucking StreamYard towards the end.
Uh-uh.
Okay, when I hear you, okay. Let's launch the clip again. And
All
I'll
right.
just look at the muted mics. Here we go.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now. Little off course here. Ooh, holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
I seriously need to get a bumper segment video like that for when we go into parting plugs.
And I need to get a new computer this year.
Yeah, all right.
One
I'll
that's
see
not in
about,
constant danger of overheating even in a snowstorm.
Right? Like a fucking cooling system that's got,
Oh.
wires and tubes on and looks like cooler on the inside than on the outside.
Or you can just do it ghetto style, just point a fan at it.
I don't get it. I mean, you have Canada in winter as a cooling system, and it still tends to overheat. Later, Tenkage or Tenkage.
Oh,
See you, Tegage. Catch you later, man.
bye, world.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's cycle through it. James, you're in the spotlight.
Hello,
start.
world. I am a short story writer when I am not reading and or reviewing comics for which I have no professionalisms in. But check out my short stories. They're real fun. I'm writing an excellent series right now called Evergreen, which people are really enjoying, and I'm ever approaching the end of the first season, but it does seem like it may need a season 2, which we're already planning on the back end. The next episode actually goes live tomorrow, so check that out for episode, I believe tomorrow, episode 12 goes live of Evergreen. Check that out at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com, where I release free PDFs so you can download and read later. Put in your collection so nobody can take it away from you, like Amazon. You could also find me on Royal Road at World Without End on Royal Road. So that's worldwithoutendlore.substack.com and World Without End on Royal Road. Check me out, folks, because I'm checking you out.
Ooh, nice.
It's rude to stare.
As I do.
I'm going to skip the trailers for tonight just because
That's
my
fine, yeah.
setup is so fucked up. But we'll
I'm all
cycle
tired
through.
anyways. A little
Yeah,
burnt. Comic book burnt out, bro.
we're 3 hours in. Wrangler Frequency Studios. You got some cool looking girls there. tell us about them. Tell us about your book you're writing.
All right. I'm working on books 3 and 4 in the series right now, but books 1 and 2 are available on Amazon. This is Haley and Elizabeth. Book 1 is called Haley Star, Bad Kitty. Book 2 is Bad Kitty, Haley's World. And you can join them on their adventures as they take on a lot of challenges. You can also, it's a little bit fantasy, a little bit sci-fi, and a whole lot of fun. You can also check out a story that's in the same continuity over on my Substack under Frequency Studios. It's called New World Detectives, The Legend of Shalar. It's about some LA cops who are trying to solve a missing persons case. And chapters 1 and 2 of the first book are also up there to read for free if you want to go check that out. It's also available on, what's it called? Kindle Unlimited. That's it. So if you check out Kindle Unlimited, it'll be available to you from there for free to read. So go ahead and check that out. Also, there is my YouTube channel. Every Monday night, we do the weekly Wing It starting at 8:05 p.m. Eastern, where many of the same faces you see here, just we all hang out, very informal. We have an open topic discussion. It can go anywhere and often goes everywhere. So come hang out with us. It's a good time.
Yeah. And that brings us to Lord Otter.
Well, if you want to check out my writing, I have 2 great fantasy books that you can check out right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. That is Steel and Stormbright, The Curse of the Star Raids, and The Shadow of Twin Moons. Both really fun sword and sorcery adventures featuring a dynamic duo that are brothers, which honestly, I'm a big fan of the whole trope, and I kind of wish we'd see just a teensy bit more in fiction. So I figured I'd put a step or two forward in that regard. Regardless, I've got a couple other projects in the works, getting into streaming as we speak, and I also have a Western project in the works. So be on the lookout for that. Also, if you want to check out my Substack, you can check out downstreampulp.substack.com for some articles. I'm hoping to add a few more very soon.
Nice. Which brings us to moi. And let me give a last shout out to.
Oh, what are you selling tonight, moi?
Well, I've got Haley and Elizabeth just as a callback here, but I've got Ratel comic on the way, coming out in March, about the same time as Look Into My Eyes is going to be coming out, at least the trade paperback. But it's exciting. I've never drawn so many lines, so many speed lines. I would have gotten it done tonight if it wasn't for James and his awesome array of comic books that we checked out, which was absolutely fascinating and captivating.
I didn't even own most of them.
Those are certainly the fastest speed lines on paper.
Dude, it's going to look good when it's like reduced in size and all that. Like I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It's a little bit of experimenting. It's nice to see. I've got the rest of the character to ink. I might even be throwing some Zipatone in there. We'll see how crazy it gets. But check out ratelcomic.com. It's coming out in March. I'm going to have a quick last-minute campaign when we're a second chance campaign right before we go to the printers, and that's going to be it for Ratel number 1. Then I'll be fully into Ratel 2, as they say. And by they, I mean Otter. And that's it for tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. Check us out next week because we're going to be looking at some awesome books. We're going to be looking at fucking Johnny Tiffany. What the hell is that? Is that James Bond worthy? We'll find out. The art looks really freaking good. We're going to be diving into the next load of books that James is going to be getting in the mail. And then we're going to be checking out more of those books on, what's it called? Mad something?
Mad Cave Studios.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be trolling their site to see what else they've got because it's a fun time. So tune in next week, folks.
And Sheldon says it takes time to make a fast picture.
Dude, it does. And that's why I'm charging by the line in 2026. Thank you for being here to the end of the show, Sheldon, and everybody else. Thanks for being here. Good night. Talk to you soon. Godspeed.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.